Greeting everybody, Mike Geary here for Geek Pride's Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign, Legend of Our Sacrifice. With me tonight, we have the usual faces. If I can bring, there we go. We have Michael as Tharaval.
Evening, everyone.
Wes as Valashil Nostius.
Hey, everyone.
Dave as Thomas Moonstar.
Evening all.
Mark as Lance.
Hola. And
Pete as Draken.
Good evening, everyone.
Right, so. Exciting times. We've got a battle coming up. A little bit of background. In the last session, which was I think 2 weeks ago, we had basically a bit of using the local thieves and stuff to try and get some bits and pieces. We started to use what else did we do? Anything of major note last time? Just trying to think, other than sort of kind of wandering around and trying to sort out thievery and stuff.
Trying to sort out the people that were infected.
Yes, that's right. So we got the people infected, not infected anymore. Pretty much straightened everything out. Which left us with most things tied up, left us with the task of dealing with a potential invasion of Kibarath. So they have been beaverishly working away on the Discord channel on the RP. So if you're on the Discord, you can read what they've been doing. Basically, what's happened is they've been given no sort of timeline. They've got to decide. They've been given a certain amount of resource points that they can spend based on themselves, based on the envoys that they sent over, and based on things that they could do. They could increase this by doing some missions. They could also get some intel, help sabotage the enemy fleet. Potentially get some more resources and some intel as well, and that's what they've been kind of doing on the Discord chat over the last sort of kind of week and a half, 2 weeks. And so far, we've pretty much gained. In fact, I'll let you explain what you've been doing. So, Tharaval, you went off on some missions.
Okay. Yep. So, Tharaval and. Well, actually, there was a fair group of us. We had 2 groups of 2, basically to sort of get advantage in doing sort of intel missions over 3 months, I think it was. So 4 months, was it? So the missions that we did were to gather information on the number of ships, gather information on the number of army units, to find the location of the brain. The Elder Brain. To basically sort of seek out secret passages and things like that. To find the location of Triarch Taunt. And then we did, I think it was 3. How many? I'm trying to remember how many sabotage missions we did.
Two sabotage, I think. So you stole a ship. So you basically went off, and your first stint, you basically managed to pinch a frigate from the enemy. And the second one, actually no, you did 3, because you did another one on the naval units. So you basically, they had a first rate ship of the line, which was close to being completed.
I think it was 4. So there was we stole the frigate. Then we disrupted the production of the Bismarck, as it, and then we disrupted army units coming for a month. So it was like 150. We stopped them from reinforcing, and then. Was that it?
Yeah, it was only 3. I think you had 3.
Oh, it was only 3.
3 sabotage missions. So you basically you reduced the sort of first rate ships production, which means it's not going to be as effective in the coming battle as it would have been. apart from that, you've basically found out where Taunt is. You found out the layout of the tunnels. You've got some tunnels that'll take you straight to him. You know where the Elder Brain is. So you've got a good sort of kind of view on how many troops are there, how many ships are there, what's going on, and you've got to sort of kind of you kind of know where you're going and what you're going to be doing. You also have an intel chit or sort of token that you can use in the next phase of the battle, which will let you sort of uncover a certain area to see who's there and stuff like that. So you can spend that. But we're sort of kind of moving on to the first stage of the battle, which is something new. So we're going to do some naval combat. It's not going to be huge, but they've bought themselves. You've bought yourselves. So you bought yourself 3 frigates. You captured 1 frigate, so you got 4 frigates. You have 3 sixth rate man of wars. You also have the Athlon, which you had before, which is a 2nd rate, and then you've got a few trip transports as well. The names you've given them, you've got the Athlon, you've got the Columbia, which is one of the 6th rates, you've got the Dreamwalker, which is a 6th rate, you have TS, which is Triarch Ship, Aggressive Negotiations is a 6th rate. You then have the Audacity, the Defiant, the Redoubtable, and the Challenger as your frigates. The transports are currently unnamed. So how this? Oh, in fact,
We had 4 frigates, didn't we?
yes, you got 4 frigates. Yeah, I said the Defiant, the
4
Redoubtable,
frigates,
the
and 3
Audacity, and the
6th rate.
Challenger.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's 3 6th rates, yeah, and a 2nd rate. So, let's see. So actually, before I do that, I'll explain how this is going to work. So I'll explain combat. I'll push you onto the map, and then I will explain to you how this is going to work. First, let me view this. All right, so bish bosh. Can all see the ships that are there.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a pretty straightforward sort of combat thing. So each hex is counted at. You'll see in sort of your stats. So you should all be able to have access to click any of the units and move them around as you wish. You have you have you should be able to sort of move them around as you wish.
I can't move the Athlon, but the other ones I seem to be able to.
Yeah, same.
Fine.
Yeah.
Maybe I haven't.
I can't move my father's ship.
Blow harder.
Click harder.
Right. Also, if you hover over them, you might get a tooltip, and it'll tell you some of their special rules. So the Athlon's called Sluggish, and it's also got heavy armor, which basically means it takes reduced damage if the damage is 10 or less. It also takes. It also can only do one turn in a move instead of 2, like the other ships. But we'll get onto that after. So let me just check this. Edit. Yes, it's all players' journals and rolled by all players. Save changes should be you now. Right, let me stick on some piratical music. Let's see. Right, okay. So, so basically, each hex is worth is 50 feet. Okay. But it'll say when you sort of kind of click on them, you'll have ranges for your weapon. So your broadsides are generally 6 to 12 inches, which is basically each hex is an inch, effectively, for all intents and purposes, each hex. So it's basically, if it says 6, it's 6 hexes. Or if it's 12, it's 12 hexes. Now, bear in mind, there's arcs of fire, so your broadsides are arcing from the sides of the ship. And then, obviously, you have fore and aft shots as well. You have a certain amount of actions that... in fact, I'll just do it from the very start. This thing. Okay. Come on, stop slowing down. Okay. So, as we explained, ships have their own hit points, like you guys would have hit points, but because they're massive things, they're not sort of PCs and stuff, they increase by tenfold and stuff. So if, for example, Thomas was to use a fireball, he would only do 10 times, so he would divide his damage by 10. Whereas if you use the cannons and things on the ship, then it just does damage as normal. You understand that part?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So, apart from that, they have the same stats. They have DC, they have Dex, and they'll things like that will come up depending on what's going on. So, movement and positions. So, you have a ship may move up to its full movement each turn after adjusting for the wind. Now, the wind is basically roll a d6, and if you're directly against the wind, you can't move. If you are slightly... I wonder if I can show this to players. Show to everyone. Has that popped up for everybody? Can you...
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's slightly faded for me. I don't know
if you press the dark mode into light mode, it should sort of kind of pop up. But it'll give you gives you your wind movement. So basically, if... And it has a little diagram. So if you're facing the wind, you can't move because obviously it's against you. If you're if the wind's coming from what is 6 and 2, you go at half speed. If the wind's coming from what is 5, 4, or 3, you can go at full speed. So basically, as long as you're not going directly into the wind, you can move. But if you're going close to the wind, which is effectively sort of... If it's coming from the north and you're going... If the wind's coming north and you're going northwest or northeast, you're at half speed because you are going against the wind, but it's not directly into the wind, if you understand that. That makes sense?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically if the wind's behind you, you go faster. If it's in front of you, you go slower. Okay, so you have ship movement. You have to move at least one square unless you drop anchor, which is an action and stuff you can carry on, or unless you're going against the wind, and again you will stay still. A ship may rotate twice, bar the Athlon and bar the first rate ship, which it can only rotate once. Now there are and rotating once is a 60-degree sort of movement, so it can rotate basically one hex to the left or to the right. You can move up to your full movement speed, and your full movement speed is based on... So you've got frigates can move. So frigates can move 5. Your trade galleons can move 5. The 6th rates can move 5. The 2nd rate, so the Athlon, can move 3. Okay, so most of yours can move 5, bar the Athlon that moves 3. Okay, you can make... The Athlon can only make 1 turn, whereas the frigates, the trade galleons, and the 6th rates can make 2 turns. Okay, so that's... We've done the sails. Anchoring, again, you can check your arc of fire is basically broadsides, and then you got fore and aft for shooting purposes. So far so good, pretty straightforward, and there's no questions on that. Okay. Right. Next up, we will go for combat. So I'll show this to you. Hopefully this will pop up for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a certain order of combat. So combat runs step by step. You've got a captain phase. Captains choose their ship's actions, and they may roll to push the crew. Declare lookouts and bonuses. Any PCs may declare these actions now. Bosuns may try to raise morale, which we'll talk about when we go on to it. You roll for initiative, which is just standard for combat. Then you take turns. Each ship takes its turn. It does its thing. So your captain's phase. During this phase, each ship's captain decides the actions that the ship will take. Each ship has a set number of actions. So, for example, your actions for your ships are in the red. Okay, so because you've got veteran crews on most of them, you increase your actions from the standard. So I think most of them are like 4 actions, but I think some of yours have 6 because you've got veteran crews that gives you 2 extra actions. So that red line is your actions, how many actions each ship has.
Or where's this red line that we're seeing?
On the ships. I
On the
believe.
ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see,
right,
you
okay,
see the
yeah,
red
so-
line. So you basically your top one is your HP or your hull points. The second one is your AC, so it's just like normal combat. You know, you have to get that to hit.
Yeah.
And your
Armor.
bottom one is your how many actions that ship can take. Okay. So during the captain phase, ship decides each ship action points, and the captain can spend all of these assigned actions and create a crew on board to carry out later in the turn. So you can hold actions and things like that. So if you don't like when you're doing in combat, if you want to sort of set Overwatch for something that's going to move in or things like that, you can do that. You can set reactions and stuff like that. The captain may also roll to push the crew, and that's a captain action which will move. Initiative phase is standard. It's just basically you roll for initiative. Now you can, if a PC is on the ship, they can set up in the crow's nest and they can basically have a lookout, and basically they roll their initiative. So if Tharaval was in the crow's nest, he would roll his initiative instead of the ship's initiative, and therefore is likely to go first because he's got quite high initiative. That being said, he has to be in that position then. So you've got to decide. You can't be in one position and then move to another. That turn, you're in that position, if you understand what I mean.
Yep.
Okay. On a ship's turn, the pilot or the captain may move distant up to the ship's speed. So we talked about the speed, and make 2 rotations, unless it's the athlon, which can only make 1. Or the first rate, which can only make 1. The characters may take any actions the captain spent action points on at the beginning of the round, plus any other actions or bonus actions that the bosun raise morale ability or casting a spell. So you can use an action to, cast Fireball, cast Disintegrate, do something that you would usually do if you want to do that instead. These actions may be taken before, after, or at any point along the ship's movement. Characters may also ready actions, like we said, so you can just sort of ready it. Now there's ramming as well, which basically is you go straight for a ship. You roll a dice depending based on your ship size, which we'll get to if it happens, and you increase that by 1 depending how many spaces you've moved in that space. So basically, if you're going faster and you're doing more, you'll do more damage effectively. Collisions, basically just if you're in collision, you both stop, and you're basically entangled. So not stupidly complicated. Any questions about that?
Nope.
Right, okay. Ships and character actions. Right, so again, that should be in the spreadsheet that I sent you, because we're all efficient like that, like spreadsheets. But let me just turn this music down. Right, so these are your actions. So your frigates go with 6 actions, so they can use as many of these as they want, depending on what their cost is. So if you attack at a broadside, it only costs you 1 action point. Attack with primary attack at a target in the ship's broadside arc, 6 hexes to 12 hexes is the range that you can. 6 to 12 is your range that you can do. Your attack with second attack, roll 1 die, so you can do a fore or aft attack if you want, but it reduces the damage type. So basically, instead of having what you would have for that, and again, if you click on your ships like you would click on your character, it'll tell you what the damage and stuff. It's also in your little spreadsheet if you want to check that out too. You can repair, so skill test, recover hit points equal to the primary attack damage of the remove the derelict condition. May only be taken when stressed. So this is basically a carpenter, an action station that you can do. So your gunners, carpenters, riggers, pilot, etc. Full sail, skill test, move 1 extra space this turn. So it's basically you can, your PC can be a rigger. You can, oh actually no, I lied. That's a part of the actions. You can increase that by doing rigger things. So ignore me. Sorry. These are the actions. Then you can do additional things for having people on action stations. So that's what they cost. So broadside's only 1. Fore aft is 2. If you want to repair, that's all of your actions. Full sails, 2 actions. Coming about is generally 2, but it might be more for the bigger ships. I'll need to check. Rams, all of them. Dropping anchor is all of them. Weighing anchor, cut and run, and changing your ammo type. Sorry, cut and run and change your ammo type is 0. Ammo types are on your spreadsheet there. You've got have we got ammo types? Ammo, yeah, ammo there. Full list. So you got round shot, which is your standard, but on 6s it says exploding crits, which I'll allow. So if you get a crit, then it'll do more damage, basically. So chain shot, basically, it's a lower range, so it's only 3 hexes to 6 hexes. Targets mast and rigging. Attacks with made a chain shot deal half damage rounded down. Any ship has taken damage from a chain shot moves half its speed rounded down. So it's basically you're slowing down a ship by using chain shot. Critical hits. When a chain shot attack scores a critical hit, the target speed is reduced to 0. Grape shot. So again, this is 3 to 6. Attacks made with grape shot deal half damage rounded down. Any ship that takes any damage from grape shot has disadvantage on skill checks and has a -1 action point minimum. So basically, you could rake a ship and reduce its actions down to 1 if you sort of focused on it. So it's about sort of reducing its threat. Critical hits when
else they tip and chain shot as well, then it's very slow and out of action points.
Yeah. But critical, obviously, there's a minimum. You can only go down to a minimum of 1, so you can't bring it down to 0. So it's a minimum of 1. So they will be able to do. I think it'll just be very slow. Critical, when a grape shot attack scores a critical hit, the target ship loses half of its action points rounded down to a minimum of 1 until the end of its next turn. So you've got those things. Round shot, basically just to pound away at it. Chain shot will slow it down. Grape shot will reduce its action points. Now you also have the added bonus of your super flamer weapon that you've attached to the Athlon. Now it has a range of 1 hex. You have to be within 1 hex to use that. But it is basically like it is just a fireball spell. But instead of it doing 10 times less damage, it does whatever damage it causes on the hull points. So in theory, you could do up to 80 hit points worth of damage. You could sink a frigate with 1 shot with it and stuff if you wanted to do and stuff. So it's it's pretty devastating, but you have to be very close to do it, which is obviously dangerous.
In terms
Or
of
transport
movement,
troops.
where do we measure the hex from? Is it the front of the ship or the middle?
So it'll be as long as you end your. So if you're moving 3 from the front, then it would be 1, 2, 3 from the front. So
Okay.
I would move from the front, but if you do it from
Okay.
the center, as long as the movement you move, the center one will be 3. It's going to be the same. It's much of a muchness basically. So
Okay.
yeah, much of a muchness. Right. So that's pretty. That's that. So you've got all your actions. You've got character actions. Right, now, so each one of you can be on an individual... Now, you can all be together on a ship if you want, but only one of you can take an action station. So if you want to maximize what your ships can do, you put PCs...
How
You
do
put
boarding
PCs on
actions
different...
work?
That again?
How do boarding actions work?
there isn't any rules for boarding actions. I didn't want to overly complicate it and stuff. If you ram somebody, and it sort of I might try and fudge something. If that's the kind of what you really want to do and try, we can try and figure something out. It's not going to be. It might just be I would say it's just be how many crew have you got. So basically, if you're damaged, then that reduces the amount of crew you've got. It'll be crew against crew, type against type, roll off, and then if you've got a PC, you get advantage and things like that and stuff. So I don't think it'll be too hard to figure it out. So if that's something you want to do, by all means, it's a possibility. So character action.
Past and tracking in. And then sail back and collect him when he jumps back off again.
Yeah.
Like have him charge through, hack around, and just collect him on the return.
So each character can be all on the one ship if you want, but only one person can do a character. Only one person can do take a station, an action station. You can all do actions, but you can only one of you can go on station to do something for that ship. So if you want to maximize that, you spread out amongst the other ships. That being said, if you spread out, you know, if the ship sinks, there is going to be some dice rolls to see if you drown or not. Effectively,
what if I can fly?
Well, no,
drown. Really?
I'm happy. Well, see, I was thinking about this in my sort of last night. I was like, but Warforges don't drown. Basically, you will try and keep up. If you don't, you sink to the bottom of the ocean, and it will take you for a long time to get back to anywhere.
You have to walk back.
You have to walk back, basically. So you're out of action, effectively, for all intents and purposes. So it's. So
as long as I get close enough to be able to walk to shore in a short period of time, then I'm good.
Yeah, pretty much. But apart from that, if your ship sinks, it's going to be, if you're wearing armor, Wes, or if you're wearing armor, Valshell, obviously you can try and fly for as long as you can to get somewhere that's safe. Otherwise, another ship if needs be. If you can't, you're in the water. You'll be taking strength checks at disadvantage because you got armor on. If you fail, you start to drown, and it's literally you just take hit points off you until you drown, and then you start taking death saves because you're going to drown. Now, you can try and go for debris and things like that, so I'll give you the option to try and sort of climb aboard debris, and I've got little raft things here that you can use to sort of kind of get on debris, and then your friends can try and save you if they want, or just leave you be and sort of deal with the battle.
I hope they want to.
Yeah, save you. But that's what happens if you sink. There is a potential that you could drown, so just be careful. So actions, each one of you can be on a different ship.
I take the Dreamwalker.
Yeah, you can literally
my lost love.
You can do, you basically command that ship. Now, as it's naval combat, you'll have flags and stuff. You can have some minimal talk, but I don't have long conversations about what you're doing because that's not how it's going to work. You basically got to have you can have like a quick orders signals to each other. This is what's going to happen. This is what I'm going to do. No long conversations because you wouldn't be able to do that in a battle. If you've got if you've got sending stones as well, so you can. But again, it's going to be the same thing. It's just like Draken, I'm going to hit it with my axe, and that's going to be. Please do not do that. That's going to be like the extent of it because it's only one sentence sort of thing. So it's basically so you kind of know what's going on and what you're doing. You can at the start obviously make a sort of brief a view on how you're going to deal with the battle, depending on how you're sort of kind of going to spread yourself out in formation, not where the wind is going, etc. Yeah. But general conversation is just short sort of flag signals, effectively. So each of you can do certain things. So the captain, limited to one square. Each ship must have an assigned captain. Actually, let me show this. So each ship must have an assigned captain. If a captain doesn't, a PC captain, the DM may let an act as a captain. So you basically, if you haven't, all of these aren't a ship. There's more ships you got. You can give the ship to somebody else to sort of kind of look after for you, if you will, if you want to. Choose the attack action. So blah blah blah. All the beginning of the round, the captain chooses actions for each of the ship's action points. Captains that choose the attack action only need to decide how many points to allocate when choosing the action. The attack users and their targets may be chosen on the ship's turn. Push the crew. During a time of need, the captain may push the crew their limits. As a bonus action, the captain may attempt to intimidate or persuade a persuasion check. On success, the ship gains 1 extra action point this turn, but loses 1 action point the next turn. So it's basically, if you really, really need that extra action to finish off a ship or something, you can push your crew, but you lose that action the next turn. You can pilot.
Okay.
You can pilot the ship. Gives this ship. So if you put your position into pilot, the ship's token may makes the roll if the ship is the pilot moves the ship's token and makes the roll if the ship is attempting to come about using the ship's decks, adding their sailing dice. The pilot makes any checks required to navigate terrain obstacles. We don't have much terrain obstacles. Lookout. Before initiative is rolled each round, any PC may stand their action to become the lookout. The lookouts roll initiative for the ship and add to subtract their sailing die from the result. Ships from lookouts get a +1 to their AC. So basically, if you're a lookout, you roll your own initiative, you get +1 to your AC. Job is good. Bosun. The station may be claimed at any time, including before initiative has been rolled. Raises morale. As a bonus action, the bosun may make an action, intimidation, or persuasion check to choose one of the following. Give all the ship's attacks and skill check rolls +1. Temporarily remove a stress condition from the ship for 1 turn. We're going to ignore stressed. So basically, you can get a +1 to your roll. That's what is going to run up stressed. Gunner. The gunners choose weapons and targets and roll the attack dice using ship's skill, adding their sailing die to their first attack roll. I need to check what sailing dice are actually, because it mentions it. Carpenters. The carpenter rolls a repair ship using the ship's skill. At disadvantage due to the stress condition, we're not doing stress condition, and adds their sailing die to the result. If there are multiple carpenters, only one makes the skill roll. Each adds their sailing die to the rigger. Rigger rolls full sail using the ship's skill, adding their sailing die to the result. If you're multiple riggers, choose one, make the roll, but each may add their sailing die. Okay, so you can have multiple riggers, multiple carpenters. Characters may take other actions like casting a spell, attacking another creature, swinging from the rigging, diving from a ship, etc. Now let me just check what the sailing die is. We've got... That's your damage. That is your constitution, AC, speed, ship's abilities, oars. Physics. Can't say anything about sailing die, which is...
Neither can I.
Yeah. Default default checks rolled, unless other characters that correspond to DM cannot. Okay. What is a sailing die? It doesn't mention it. It's talking about it, but it hasn't got what the sailing die is. I think it's just going to be your modifiers. Your if it's a dex, when you get your dex modifier. Check your level up. New conditions. Derelict, sinking, repairing. A ship stressed when it's less than half of its starting hit points. Alright, okay. A ship is stressed when it's less of its half. A ship also stressed if less than required. Yeah, it's going to complicate. Ignore that. Oh, there is boarding in close combat. After ships are close enough to engage close combat, creature scale. Yeah, it's just basically, yeah, we're just going to fudge that. That's fine. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about sealing dice, which is annoying considering it mentions it quite a few times. Right, okay. Sure.
I can't seem to open the things for like the rules and stuff like that for like combat and ship character actions and stuff.
One minute, let me.
I had them open before, but they don't seem to open again.
A lot of it is in the spreadsheet on the different tabs.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see the other tabs.
Yeah. Okay. So, it doesn't seem to. It doesn't. I'm not sure where it says anything about the sealing dice. I can't find it, which is annoying. But we will just do it based on your modifiers. Okay. So that's that. Is there any questions? We're kind of, you've got a vague idea. We're there's going to be mistakes and stuff like that, but we can sort of kind of hash through it as we go along. It's not stupidly complicated. It's just a case of you've got a certain amount of space as you move. Wind will prevent that if you're going straight ahead. If it's coming from behind you, you can go full speed. If it's coming from basically the left or the right, then it takes you to half speed. You have your captain decides what your actions are going to do first. You can then put yourself into a position to get bonuses. Adding their sailing die. What the fuck is the sailing die? That's going to really annoy me. What is the sailing? Sailing die. Most action stations allow each player to add D4 sailing die to one of the ship's checks. There we go. Okay. So allow each character to add a D4 sailing die to the one thing. So basically, you roll a D4, and that adds to the check. So you can pass it or not. So, there we go. Jobs are good. Right. So, right, before we move on to combat, get this. Who's going on what ship?
Dreamwalker for me.
The Audacity for Jacken.
Okay, so let me actually write this down. So got buddy. So Draken's on the Audacity. Okay. Val is on the Dreamwalker. I'm assuming you're on the Athlon, Marvel.
Yep.
Marvel. Athlon. Okay, Lance, where are you?
I think I will board the aggressive negotiation.
Okay. Thomas?
All the ones I wanted to go on, so I couldn't give a stuff where I end up.
You can go on one of the other ships if you don't want to go on one on your own. You can go on the you don't have. You can go on the ship. It just means both of you can't do a positioning thing. It's just you don't have to go on your own ship.
What ship did you want to go on? I'm not really fussed, to be honest, and then plus there's Tharval and Ceravel to go on a ship, so.
I don't know. I'll take the Defiant.
Defiant. Okay. Draken, which one are you? Oh, you've got Draken, so we got.
And the Audacity. The Audacity.
Galandra, where is she going?
So what all's left?
So Galandra we've got the Challenger, you've got the Redoubtable, you've got the Defiance taken, you've got the Columbia, you got that's it. So you got the Columbia and you got the Redoubtable, and then you've got obviously the trade galleons as well.
I don't mind where Galandra goes. Basically, well, I think Saravel will just take whatever's left.
Okay, so Saravel go on the Redoubtable, Galandra will go on the Columbia.
What cargo is that carrying?
Redoubtable. Right, okay. So we've got Draken on the Audacity, Val on the Dreamwalker, Tharval on the Athlon, Lance on the Aggressive Negotiations, Thomas on Defiant, Galandra on the Columbia, Saravel on the Redoubtable. I've got everybody? Missed anybody? Yeah.
Is there any ships left? Dreamwalker, is it?
Dreamwalker's taken, Aggressive Negotiations taken, Audacity, Defiant, Redoubtable, Challenger. Now, Lady Taunt is going to come with you, and she's going to go on the Athlon.
Enjoy. No pressure.
Don't get sunk.
Taunt, she's going to go on the Athlon. Guard Captain Anders is going to go on one of the trade galleons with his men.
I say be with his men, yeah.
Yeah. Anders trade. Okay. You also have Captain. So you've got other. So you've got. Got. Captain Kirk, he's on the Columbia as well. Kirk's on, yeah. Kirk.
That'd be an interesting mix.
Yeah.
So Kirk will have a black eye before they get out of port, then, yeah.
Okay, so you've got that. Is that that's everybody. You can sort of stick Kristen somewhere if you want them to be somewhere, or any of the other ones. You're in Camberford, otherwise you can. Basically, whoever you want to come with you to the ongoing battle, but then obviously you risk them potentially being lost as well, depending on. So you've got Gregor, you've got Sir Tristan.
I would say Sir Tristan would probably be on with the men as well.
So he'll be on the
other galleon.
Yeah, so the other galleons. Galleon 2. Right. Okay. And I'm gonna say that because Gregor's probably gonna go with Andra. Yeah.
Oh, Gregor's first time back and he's gonna die. And Galandra's not even here to see it.
You can blame it on her. He's on the same ship.
Right. I think that's that. Your archer, Eldrith, is she coming with?
Yeah, she'll probably accompany me
Okay,
on the aggressive negotiation.
Eldrith. Okay. Thomas, give me a actually no, we'll do this. So you sort of kind of make your way to the port of Taunt. Your sort of mini armada as it is sort of kind of readying itself to sail. Now I need you to roll me dice. Now, you started this campaign in the summer. It's been 5 months, 4 or 5 months. You're effectively at the tail end of the year. It's the winter time. So I need you to roll me a d20 on weather. So one person can roll me a d20 for weather.
YOLO.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. All of that obsessing last night is completely ignored because I was like, on a 1, it's bad storms. On a 4 to 5, it's bad. This, that, and the other. On a 5, it's fine. It's all right. The weather's fine. Okay. Nope. All right. Okay. That's 2 hours of my life last night. That's completely gone. Yeah. I was
still thinking, is there some way that we can actually avoid this entire ship battle altogether, and it will actually means that you've just ruined weeks of planning, I'm sure.
Right, okay.
Well, we could always roll for weather conditions like halfway through the battle to see if it changes. So
Yeah, no, that's all right. Well, dude, because
why would you say
giving him ideas?
Yeah, we're gonna do wind. If it gets too easy for you, I might do, but we're gonna do wind, which sort of will sort of mess with things. Okay, so weather's fine. You're gonna go straight away. There's going to be no more delays, so it is what it is effectively. So you make your way to the port. Your armada is sort of arrayed in front of you. The sailors are sort of kind of making ready. All the sort of kind of troops are getting loaded onto their transports, and the sailors are sort of kind of on the rigging, sort of bringing supplies and stuff onto the ships. Thomas, you are sort of standing near it's sort of kind of a load of sort of kind of cargo boxes. Roll me a perception check. Okay, you hear a noise. You hear a noise coming from like a small sort of noise coming from one of the cargo boxes.
Okay, tap it with my staff.
You hear some shuffling, but nothing said.
Okay, is it sealed?
It looks like it's potentially... Actually, roll me an investigation. You can tell it's being tampered with, and you can tell it's being tampered with.
Good. Okay, knock the lid off with my staff, staying as well back as I can.
You sort of kind of hit open the cargo thing with your staff and sort of kind of jump back, readying for some nasty to jump out at you. But as you do, you hear this sort of kind of yelp. It's like, "Oi, it's just me. I didn't mean any harm. I didn't mean any harm. It's just me." Sally sort of kind of curled up inside underneath some sort of kind of sort of clothes and cloaks and things like that.
The devil are you doing in there?
Oh god, what sort of accent did I give her?
Sort of like a Cockney type voice, isn't it?
Yeah, so well, it's like couldn't you have you all doing all the fun at once, and so those fools, I just sort of give them the slip. Don't worry. They still think I'm there. Put one of my little magic tricks. They still think I'm there.
Okay. Thomas winks and puts the lid back on and says, "See you on board."
She gives you a grin, sort of kind of buries herself in the the sort of kind of clothes and sort of kind of starts getting hoisted up onto the ship. Okay, so you have Sally as well. Right, so you're all there. Your ships are there. Does before we set off, does anybody want to say anything to their crews?
Don't drown.
Don't die.
What about the ram?
Inspiring, gentlemen. Inspiring.
No rousing speech from me.
If you wash up on an island, sea turtles.
Just going to stand up before his men and just say, never done this before. This is going to be good. This is going to be fun. Kill them before they kill you.
Okay, awesome. Nice speech. Very good.
You need to do charisma roll, intimidation. Either kill them or I'll kill you.
Intimidate them into fighting for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Put the fear of Draken into them.
Anybody else got anything they want to say before we sort of kick off?
I encourage Draken to step down and step up onto some crates and say, I know that this has all been quite hectic and quite rushed, and none of you intended to be in this position after the king sailed off. But we do what we can with what we've got, and you've all stepped up, and we've learnt as we go along as well. Ultimately, though, what you're doing is you're fighting for your own freedom, and for those of your friends and your family. And I think we can rely on you to do your best for them, and we'll do what we can to support you.
You get a rousing cheer from your men and from the crowd as you sort of kind of board your ship. Anybody else?
Surprised Draken didn't get a rousing cheer. I'm generally shocked.
They're all hiding behind things. Can't really blame them, can you?
It's Draken. What do you expect?
Gentlemen, let's get out there and twat it.
All right, Lister.
Okay. Navel, you got anything?
I've seen these armor-plated killing machines. One swift knee in the half sack to drop like anyone else.
All you men who stand here today, it does not matter your color, your creed, where you are from. We are sailing on toward a potential annihilation, and therefore we may come from different places, but we join together as one to prevent annihilation of Balon and its surrounding areas. The only troubles that we have are not with each other, but with what we face in front of us. Yeah, that'll do, I suppose. If I've got more time to think about it, I can write things down, but I can't think of things off the top of my head.
Yeah, again, another rousing cheer comes from you. Lady Taunt sort of bows her head and sort of nods. Then again, she sort of kind of makes a long sort of kind of impassioned speech to her men before you all get on your ships and ready for battle. Right, so what I need you to do is I'm going to roll a d6 for the wind. Okay, so the wind 4 is a southerly wind, which is against you at this moment in time. So the wind is currently going from the south.
Can Draken intimidate it into blowing the other way?
Hang on, give me a second.
Can I pray?
You can pray, I guess. Yeah. Why don't you give me a religion check?
I pray for fortunate winds.
17 to intimidate the wind.
Old Dragonborn shouts at clouds. Yeah, give me a religion check.
Okay.
Wow, okay, very good. All right. So the wind was going south. But I'll let you roll a d6 to see where it changes to.
See?
A
It's
2.
Draken did it.
Draken will think he intimidated the wind. We'll let him have that one.
The wind is going.
But more importantly, the crew on the ship will think that.
Okay, so the wind is going northeast. So it's coming from the northeast. So that is So it's So it's coming in your direction. So that's good. Gives you the advantage of the wind. Right. I need you now to position your fleet. In fact, you need to position it. I will give you. Let me. Hide area.
Might I suggest the buffalo?
Oh crap. To reveal this deployment. Okay, so there's your deployment zone. Obviously, bear in mind, if you lose your army, you've got nothing by yourselves to assault the. So make sure you protect your ships.
Hang on. Oh, we're heading south, aren't we? Sorry.
Yes, you are totally.
Okay. That's fine. We've gone straight up. Sorry. It was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So my thought was use the buffalo, like the auxiliary thing. So the frigates can range outwards and forwards. Well, the weight is between the transports and the enemy. So the transports sit at the back, flanking in the 6th rate. The 3/3 rates form a belt before them, where they can flex.
No, I like it. I think it looks good.
So you've got 2 frigates on each wing. Then you've got your unarmed your unarmed transports. And you've got your 3rd rates, the Athlons,
and the 6th rate in the middle,
and the 6th rate. So what's your leading ship there? Who's going to take
Dreamwalker?
The Dreamworks? Val's front and center then.
I am the vanguard.
Right. Okay.
Oh, little faith, dude.
I'm ready for this.
Right. Okay. Does everybody agree with that? Is everybody happy with that deployment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep. Okay. So that's that. I will deploy mine. Okay. 2. I should enable combat. I don't have a lot of ships, so. Right. Okay. Let's do that. Right. Let's reveal this. Right. Okay. So, as you sort of kind of start making your way towards the Isle of Kibarath, you sort of your lookouts shout, "Ships ahoy!" And you see a large ship flanked by 2 others and a frigate. You have a second rate. you have a third rate called the Mind Flayer. You have a third rate called In His Name. You have a frigate called the Change, and you have the first rate, which you damage, is currently running on less actions and hit points, called this Slackerthel's Justice. And that is your foe, gents. So, first up, we have got our... Right, we move. So... What? It's not working. During this phase, so we've got Captain phase. Captains choose their ship's actions, and they may roll to push the crew. Player lookout bonuses, and PCs may declare roll initiative, take turns. Each ship takes turns in this order. Ship's turn. Okay, yeah. So it's the captain phase. So you now have to decide what actions your ships are going to take. Obviously, Galandra. So each one of you fine. Somebody's going to have to go for... So Ceravel, Tharavel, you can do the Redoubtable as well. So set Ceravel's. Galandra, you can sort of do between yous. As for the trade galleons, they're only going to be moving. There's not going to be anything much bar fixing and things that they're going to do and stuff. But
you could be hiding, aren't they?
Yeah, hiding basically. So you need to decide, based on how many actions your ships have, what actions you are going to take this turn. So you can put some thought into the actions. Your initial... This turn, I'll let you have discuss what you're doing. Why am I getting messages?
Well, Draken's main tactic is to charge in on the Audacity and then start leap on and start swinging.
So ideally, we want to get up close where the flame weapon can have its effect, and we want to have the frigates wheel around so that they can take their broadsides. So I would probably suggest that we start off by attacking, by wheeling to attack, and let the frigates extend, and we have the third rates pass down doing broadsides while the first rate, while our sixth gets, while the big ship gets in and tries to take down the first rater with the flame cannon.
Yeah, I think basically what I was sort of thinking, we could have 2 frigates
on each frigate.
On each, was it third rate? Or are they second rates?
Third rates.
Well,
So you've got 2 third rates, and you got a frigate at the back, and then you got a first rate.
So 2 frigates and a third rate on each of the third rates.
And then the other 4 basically go straight down the middle.
Yeah.
I would
could get them in a crossbar that way. If we moved that way and down here.
I'd probably put the flanks on each flank, so the third rate and 2 frigates on each third rate, and then have the third rate that's left in the middle, and then have Draken have his ship charge and rake the first rate, and then go after the frigate, and then have the Athlon do its thing with the big guy, because it's got the flame cannon, which has the biggest damage potential. Sound good?
Yep.
Boogie woogie.
Like, have we got Draken to confirm that he's not just going to fire straight down the middle at the?
Draken still just basically charge straight into Slackdress Justice.
Draken rams his ship into another ship and then jumps off it and starts attacking the ship with an axe.
How about you gently suggest to the crew they want to kill the frigate, and you jump off as they go past onto the big ship, where you've got more, where it's a target-rich environment.
That's fine with me.
Be careful, please. I can only do so much to try. I can only do so much to try and save you.
So remember that, like, so for example, on that first rate, it's going to have between 150 and 400 crew on it. I don't think you can defeat 150 people.
It's going
Some of them will be busy.
It's going to have about 300 because you've.
It would be distraction. It'd be a big distraction for them. So.
It would be a very brief distraction.
Do we want to close as much of the distance as possible straight away, or just like go in halfway and wait for them to close on us?
I think the other option is to basically go straight in and take out one of those frigates.
Bear in mind, you're attacking.
Because I don't want to accidentally move into their range and get fired upon on their turn. So
realistically, at some point we're going to get shot at, but
I know, but I kind of want to take the first shot.
Yeah, no, we want to get up to a point where we can open fire because that will reduce their options as well. We want to set the tempo on this, yeah.
Okay. And the range for the sixth rate is 12 hexes, right?
They're 12 hexes for round shot. All cannons have 12 range for round shot. 6 range for up to 6 for the chain and grape shot. You can also do. I think there's. What else we got? Captain, lookout, bosun, gunner, carpenter, rigger, other action. Some of them might, if you double click on them. So
the thing I can't seem to open the. Oh, you mean actually double click on the ships?
Yeah. So
I can't seem to open the rules for the. Like I can open the appendix A, but shipping character actions, combat, and movement position I can't seem to open for some reason.
If you go the spreadsheet, will have your actions.
Yeah.
Okay. Ships, it'll have your actions and your
ammo tab.
Your ammo tab. So you'll have most of what you need in the spreadsheet. Ships, actions, and ammo.
Oh right, okay,
Character sheet. So your character sheet will give you, and you can use that to sort of kind of action points. A ship has 5 action points, so that's like cannons, chase guns, small arms, ranged weapons, attack +3, 3 to 6, 1 target hit, 2d4 +5 damage. So it's got actions for each ship on there. For each one of the things, each ship has its own sort of kind of actions and stuff it can do. So if you click on it, it tells you basically what it does. So when you've decided what your actions are for your ships, your respective ships, or we can, it's up to you. If you want to do it all, so like in X-Wing, when you're playing X-Wing, you all decide your thing, and sort of, and then you it all goes on initiative state. We can just do it where we roll for initiative, and then you make your decision when it's your initiative roll. It's up to you. If you want, do you want to do it that way?
That makes more sense.
Yeah, we can do.
It obviously means you can preempt things, like because the argument with doing it at the same time is the thing. You can't change your mind then, so you can you're not reacting to things. You're literally doing what you've told. I think the whole thing is it takes a while for orders to go through and stuff. So you're doing all the actions at once, and then you have to go through those actions, irrespective of if they're useful or not. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how our Armada works as well. So it's like you have to sort of basically you do your actions and.
No, Armada's much more confusing than that. You stack your actions.
Yeah, you stack your actions.
And then you peel them off.
Yeah.
So you're trying to look 2 or 3 ahead.
So yeah, so just decide, write down what your actions are going to be. All right, for each of your ships, decide what you're going to do. You've got a certain amount of action points. That's what you can do. You can, bear in mind, you can move anyway. And you can pivot twice, bar the Athlon that can only pivot once.
And when pivoting, what, like how?
So basically,
60 degrees.
60. So 1 hex. You can move 1 hex. You can kind of do.
Oh, okay.
So you can pivot 1 hex face, yeah.
Yeah, 1 hex face. Or you can also, because there's actions that you can do. Come about, Dex test once extra rotation this turn. And it costs 2. So if you want to do a second turn for the Athlon, you need to do a dexterity. and then that gives you an extra turn if you want to do that. Otherwise, it's literally you just do your full movement, and so you can do full seal, which that's 2, and that gives you an increase. Gives you an extra move. And then obviously you can do where you put your guys on lookout and stuff. So whenever it's your initiative step, you can do your character actions. Basically, he's going to do this. He's going to do this. Pilot, lookout, bosun, gunner, carpenter, rigger, or something else.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think there's really going to be much we can do to start off with. 12.
Yeah.
So you basically you can
use actions to close the distance a little bit quicker, but
yeah, so you can move up. It's depend. In theory, you're attacking, so they don't have to do much because they're not the ones who you're attacking. You've come out early, so they're sort of waiting for you.
So in that instance, we could sit on the edge of their range and just get in position, and then. Okay.
I think if we wait too long, they're going to prepare themselves and flee.
Well, they could hit us while we're manoeuvring.
Basically, if you leave it too long, if you sit there and do nothing, I'm going to bring in more stuff. So it's just you're the whole thing is you're attacking. You've got there early to try and get them. Well, there's smaller numbers. The longer you take, the bigger the chance of more things coming out to get you.
So we need to charge in.
And it's not ready for months.
Well, Valashor checks the signals to see where he's meant to go. So, where am I moving? If we're going to stay in formation and approach.
So
How do you
just straight on, or
are you staying in if you're staying in formation, then you just got to sort of do your movements to that.
We're going to broadly stay in formation because we support. But the idea is that we're going to wheel slightly so that we so you're in the center, so you're going to be supporting the Adalon to go after the big guy.
Okay. Yep.
But the big guy and then the frigate in the back, effectively. So you're going to pass between, which will let you rake on both sides, and then come through. The outer 3 on my side, we're going to come down the side and wheel down the side of the frigate and then come around. And on the other side with Draken, he's probably going to jump onto something as he goes past. But they're going to come down the right-hand side, down the other side, and then wheel around as well. So effectively,
so go in this direction.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So you're going into the middle to some extent, and you're trying to keep. So you'll be passing through. Me and Draken will be taking our sides, and we're going to be going down the flanks and then wheeling around, and then coming up the other flank.
Okay.
And crossing the tiers, we go across the base so that we can see if we can rake them. You shoot them in the arse and go all the way and put stuff all the way through.
Is there a way to rotate the token?
Yeah, so if you click on the token, and then there's a little sort of there's a little blue line with a box at the end of it.
I don't have that.
No. When I click on the token, it just shows me ratings and stuff. I've got no actions or anything, so I'm not sure how you set these up.
So you click on your token, do you not get like a little blue box that sort of kind of comes out?
No.
Only get the values, a little cog and a circle.
Yeah, just the standard ones you'd see for a PC.
You don't get a blue. You don't get like this a blue box that comes like a sort of little seat. No.
No.
I wonder. Advance. Okay, well. And stuff in. Right. All right. So just move them forward, and then you tell me where they want to spin. That's a bit odd that you can't sort of. There's like a little box usually when you can.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, I'll be facing.
Yeah.
about
It's there.
5
It's there.
o'clock.
It is there. It's just
Sorry.
very.
Where?
See, you can't see it with the background. So see, just below the name of it, there's like a little. It's a tiny little box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There we
Yeah.
go. Then. I'm
Yeah.
blind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't see it either. Like I was wondering.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was looking at the top, so I couldn't see it either.
Okay, so you decide what you are doing, then we'll do our initiative rolls, and then so you've got
put it back, Val.
No. That's right. I'm planning on going that way.
Okay, so push him facing down, as he was.
The impossible task of finding the thing again. Oh, there it is.
Nope. Okay. So, have you got a vague idea of what your actions are going to be? Okay. So, let's do some initiative rolls. So actually, in fact, we've got. So the captain does his shit. Each ship must. Each got its captain. We're not doing any pushing. Right. Is anybody going on? Actually, we'll do initiatives roll and then we'll do stations and stuff. So, unless anybody's going on lookout, is anybody going on lookout?
Nope.
Nope.
What does that do?
So
again?
lookout.
Sorry,
So lookout.
Before initiative was rolled each round, any PC may spend their action to become the lookout. The lookouts roll initiative for the ship and add or subtract their ceiling die from the result. Ships
D4.
with lookouts get plus.
All right, so you
Lookout
basically
roll
roll. So you roll initiative plus you get a D4. You get a D4 for the initiative. So it's not your initiative roll. You get a D4 added onto it.
And then you get a +1 to AC as well. So okay. Well, I don't think we're really going to need that this round yet. So
Is that you get +1 or the ship gets +1?
Ship. You're on
I
the
thought
ship.
so.
You're on the ship and stuff. Right. So, birthday one minute. I have a quick think about that. Birthday 1 minute while I just grab this, get this dog in.
Okay, so basically, Draken's gonna get the Audacity, charge down on the right hand side of them.
Yeah.
What
You can
side
jump on if you want, but the idea is to rake on both flanks, come around, and take them in the arse, and cross over and come back up the opposite flank.
So you're saying Draken comes down between the
It's your
first
call.
right.
I'm going to be coming down the outside, so I don't get caught between.
And I'm going straight for the middle, right?
Doesn't want them because he's an asshole.
Okay, cool.
Right. Okay. So let's do some initiative rolls then. So let me. So nobody's going on station or anything. So there's going to be no additional rolls for.
No one's looking out.
Okay. So let's get these guys, everybody in. Have I selected everybody? I think so. Let's do group initiative. Did that not want to roll anything?
Nope. Matt's broken. Roll 20. We all get to go to the pub now.
I was there last night. You might be able to tell.
All right. Just click on your own ship and roll initiative for it.
Okay.
How am I rolling initiative for it?
Just click on it and then press initiative.
Okay.
I don't see any initiative when I click on the ship. That's
Is there not a?
Bubbles at the top or something like that, is it?
Birthday 1 minute. If you double click on your character sheet.
on my character sheet.
Oh, not the character sheet, on the ship's character sheet. If you can't do it, I'll
I can't see a character sheet for it. I can see token settings.
So where is?
I've got a character sheet, but I can't see an initiative.
It's really small. See at the top where you've got your armor class, hit points, and speed. Look to the right of there, and it's a tiny little D20
yes,
with NIT under it. In it.
Okay. Right.
Marky, hold
That
shift
works
and
for me.
double click on your ship.
That would explain a lot.
What is that one? That's a frigate, so I need the frigate thing open.
Have you got so is everybody? So we've got the aggressive, we've got the Athlon, we've got the Defiant, his name, the Dreamwalker, Black Earth Fells, the Audacity, the Mind Flare. We need Redoubtable. Is that everybody's?
I think so.
Your trade galleons, I think they can just go last, I guess. Right, okay.
I doubt they're going to do anything adventurous, are they?
So, let us do this. Descending. So, the Audacity is going first. The wind is coming from this. I will draw a wind marker. Where they are. So, the wind is coming. They're not showing.
Nope,
Why is it not
can't
showing?
see.
Why is it not showing on? Clear drawing. Clear. Rot. Let's see. Wind. That's showing.
Yep.
Freehand. Ah, god damn it! Fucking thing. God damn it. Red. We want it large. Oh, I don't want a box. I don't want a box. Oh, we'll stick the box over there.
Is that working?
That was a big arrow.
Yeah.
I drew the arrow.
That's from Northwest, though.
Okay. I wasn't even sure what direction it was coming from, to be honest, but...
Right.
Northeast.
Let's do this. Don't want the box. We want freehand. Want it to be
Do
red.
Polygon line.
Large. That's coming from this direction. That's the wind coming
Alright.
from this direction. So it's in your advantage at the minute. So I've got to. My guys have to move at half speed, and if they turn against that wind, then they can't move at all. So basically, they've got to turn left or go straight on, or they're going to be stuck.
Okay.
So
Draken's going-
Audacity's first.
Okay. Draken's going to order his crew to go full sail and charge in.
Okay, so full sail is 2 action points. You need to take a skill test for your full sail, which is a for a frigate character sheet full sail. It is skill +1 skill. CHR's charisma. Oh, what's no character test? Skill character test +1. Beat this turn. Skill check. Okay, so that's going to be a. What's it going to be for a trying to get this going for full scale? I guess it will just be a.
It says CHR, a skill CHR test +1 speed this turn. CHR says
CHR or CHA?
it says CHR, but I'm assuming it's CHA.
Yeah.
Charisma, so it's a charisma +1 then. So you need to do a charisma test.
No, I think that the +1 is for the speed for the movement.
Oh, yeah,
That's the result.
Okay, yes, good. So do a charisma test. I think you need to get a 12. I think the standard is 12. So you need to do a charisma check. Oh, you're yeah. Yep. Okay. Nice. Okay, so you get +1 to your movement.
Okay.
And that is you down to that's 2 actions. So you should have 4 left.
Okay. Full sail again. I mean, is that? What else can I do?
I'll do if you want to. If you want to go.
I was going to do the same, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right, so wait,
wait a minute. Where have you come from, by the way, Draken? Where's your ship come from?
You've moved the wrong ship.
That's the Audacity.
Is it? Oh yeah, you are the Audacity.
Yeah, I went like that.
Right, so you can pivot twice. So where have you come from? So you've come from. So bear in mind, right? You have to pivot first. You can't just. It's not like you've got to pivot your first. So where have you come from?
There.
Right. You come from there.
So
you've got to pivot. So you've got to. You can pivot twice. So you can pivot once or twice in your first move, but it's up to you how you want to pivot. So you can pivot, move, and then pivot.
Okay, how do you pivot then, Matt?
So click.
Scroll in, and there's a little blue handle at the bottom.
This little blue.
Oops. Oh no.
You can sort of do this like this. You can pivot your guy. 1 hex is a pivot.
Yeah, I've scrolled in, and I can't actually pivot it.
Yeah, so there should be.
It's really hard to see on the background. Actually, see just below the name, the Audacity. You'll see like if you click on the actual icon. Just below the name, you'll see like a little
blue dot. So
blue
hold
square,
that, and then you can sort of kind of move it around.
You click on that and hold and rotate it round, and it should rotate.
Select move.
I'll do it for you, Pete, because you're gonna be faffing around.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you're pivoting once. You're going in this direction. Are you pivoting twice? Or are you pivoting once?
Just pivoting once.
Okay. So you're pivoting once, and you're moving.
Full speed.
Your full movement, which is your ship gets to move 5.
So
Plus
plus 1
for full sail.
Yeah, so 6. You get to move 6 for full sail.
Bonus for natural 20 on charisma.
No, for nothing.
Okay. So yeah, so
you can move 6.
Yeah. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you are here.
We can do full sail twice, right?
There.
Or until our action points are empty.
As long as you've got the points.
Okay, that's good then.
But the turn.
Well, you've two. You can do another 2 if you want. You could do it. You've got 6 action points, so you can do it again if you want.
Yep, do it again.
Oh, actually, that has got. Bear with me 1 minute. What have you got? You've got. That one's only got 4, so you can do it once more. Sorry, that one's only got 4 action points.
Okay, just do it once more then.
So you can do it once more.
With feeling.
You need to. Yep. So that's a pass. So you get another. You can move another 6.
Number 6.
Yeah.
2, I think, isn't it?
No, so you can.
6.
Yeah, you can move up to 6 because he's got a movement of. They've got.
Frigate's so it just resets your movement.
Yeah. So you got,
okay.
So. Oh, actually, no. Ignore.
It's move 1 extra space this turn.
Yeah. So you can't. So you can move your movement. And then you
+1.
+1. You can do another +1 if you want. So you can have another +1 if you want. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I've thought that would be. So you can do another +1. So that's 2. So that's all your actions.
Okay.
Okay. That's me. It is now the Slackerthel's Justice. It is going to
Limp.
That's a big ship.
Target rich environment. As I'm sure that Pete would agree.
It is going to.
Don't know if Pete's going to get close enough to find out.
It's going to pivot. If I have one thing, that's it. It's going to do its one pivot. It is then going to move. So it's got 4 action points because it's downgraded. So it is going to move forward. How many spaces can it move? 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me just see what range you're in there, Pete. Yep, you're in range.
It's fine because he's shooting in his front quarter.
Yeah, it's front quarter, so it's not a. But it's gonna have a pep at you. So that's gonna cost him. That's gonna cost him 2 action points. And he's gonna do that twice. For his 4 action points. So he's
okay. So the turn was free, but that's all. He hasn't moved forward at all, has he?
I've moved because so you can do a turn and you can do a move for free, and then your actions.
Okay.
So he's using the other actions or things. So it's like, you know, when you do your thing, you get a movement for free, then you do your actions. Yeah, free movement. So it's moved, and it's doing its actions. It is then going to shoot at you twice with its guns. So that'll be its actions. Let me just do this. Okay, so character sheet, it is going to shoot. Oh, chase guns are actually 3 for this one, so it can't use all of them. So it can only do it once. So it's going to do this.
Should have checked your character sheet, Matt.
Yeah. It misses, I think. What's your AC?
Yeah.
14. Yeah, so it misses. That's it. Done. It's done. We are now on to the Redoubtable.
Okay, so Redoubtable is going to
not die.
Hopefully not die. Pivot.
Pivot. Pivot.
You need a Dalek sound changer for that.
And he is going to full seal. So that's going to be 2 points. So how many does he get?
Your little red bar. How many do they have? Redoubtable has 4. Redoubtable has
4 actions. Are you sure? It says he's got 3 here.
Yeah, but you've
Oh,
got.
it's because we got +1 because they're veterans.
Yeah, because you got your crew's trained, so you get.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Your the Columbia and the others they get 6 because they're veterans. You guys are just your frigates are trained.
Okay, so full seal. So I click on that. So I just do you just click on full seal? I'm assuming, yeah.
No, you don't have. Oh yes, sorry, yeah. No, it's 2 points.
Oh, no,
you do your character test. Yeah.
Charisma.
Okay.
Charisma. You need a 12. Yep. Okay. Pass.
Okay. And then he's going to. So let's. I don't exactly know where. So he can move 5 or 6, sorry, is it?
You can move 6, yeah. So you got a standard of 5 and then +1.
He's going to be up to there. Oh, no, I need to get rid of that. And I'm assuming he's going to be out of range.
12, you should be.
Was in range.
17 for that one.
Well, next to him, the big guy. Might be in your broadside. I'm not sure.
Just out of range. Okay, that's sorry. So he's pivoted. He has full sail.
You can do another full sail again for an additional movement.
This ship had 3 action points. The captain can spend to assign actions at the beginning. Alright, okay. Drop anchor, away anchor, cut, run, change ammo. Yeah, so we'll do another full sail. So do that.
Yep.
Removes another one. Hard to see the hexes, sorry. Yep, so that's him.
Okay. We are now on to TS, Aggressive Negotiations.
Hello. Let's zoom my ass in. So I can actually see what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so as I understand it, if me and Elderith both jump up into the rigging and act for the rigger bonus, we both, if we did full sail twice, would we add bonuses both times?
The rigger rolls to go full sail using the ship's skill, adding their sailing die to the result. If there are multiple riggers, choose one to basically adds to the dice roll. So it just means you're not going to.
So you add 2d4.
Yeah, 2d4 to the dice roll. So you're going to pass pretty much unless you get a really dice roll.
That's cool. So me and Elderith are going to jump up in the rigging and we're going to try for a pair of full sails just to get ourselves moving forward. So that's the first one.
Which is a fail, but you can roll your... Even if you got a 1 on your d4, you're going to pass it. So. Okay, yep.
Yeah, you got 5 there, so that makes it 16. So that's the first one.
Yep.
Second one.
Fail, so you need a 2. Yep, you're fine. Yep.
So that gives us 6 movement.
So what's your what ship are you on? Sorry, yes, aggression is the 6th rate. 6th rates. Yep. 6.
5. Yep.
5.
Plus 1. Yep.
So you get
5,
plus 2.
So 7.
7. So you get 7. Yeah.
Cool. So... From there, it's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Drop to here. That will put me out of range anyway, but it seemed the most aggressive way to get forward and then to maneuver at the next turn. So that's yeah, because that used up all 4 of my
Action point.
4 action points, and don't I have 6 because of the veteran?
Yes, you got 6. You got 6 action points.
So I could do a full sail again. Yeah,
you could do. Yeah. That's a pass.
Okay, so then I can just nudge forward 1 more, just to close.
Okay. Right, next up we've got the change, which is my frigate. It is going to pivot. It's going to go full sail. Yep. And do it. Okay, so 7 as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's that. It's done. In his name, which is this one, it is. So it is going to. How many does it have? Action. Have 5 action points. 5. So it is going to. Third rate is there. It is going to. A different. Full sales. That's 2 points for it. Okay, so it is going to be 2 points for its full sale. So it is going to do that. It's going to move forward. It's going to roll a dice. Yep. So that is.
See, when you're doing your full sail, do you not get half movement because you're going against the wind?
Should do, actually. You're right. So he's going to be back. So it's rounded up. So half movement on 3's 2. So he's going to be back. There. He has a movement of 4, so he gets a movement of 2, so he's got a movement of 4. I'm gonna roll the second. Actually, no, it's not. It's 3 because I am 1, 2, 3. Check. Try to reach. So he is, but he is going to turn into the wind, though. So he's turning that way. So he's done. It is the Dreamwalker next.
Okay, I'm gonna sink all my action points into full sail. So that's 3 times. 1. Whoops, that did not work.
Yeah, just roll your charisma.
Okay.
That's a feel. That's 3 feels. Obviously, you can go in. I'll let you go into the rigging and stuff if you want to sort of kind of add dice to that and stuff if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll climb into the rigging in my full plate.
So how many people have you got on your ship?
I've only got myself.
Okay, so for one of those you can do it. So you can.
I'll take the 9.
Yeah. So.
And it's a D4, yeah.
Yeah, just roll a D4.
Oh my god.
No.
Alright.
Standard Val.
Well, I guess I'll be moving 5 then.
Inspirational speech.
Follow me, brothers! Follow me! What?
Right,
wait for me, brothers! Wait for me!
I'm gonna pivot.
Pivot!
And now I'm gonna just travel forward. There was just some knots in the sails and they couldn't get down quick enough.
Yep, so you're there.
I swear, blind that Val's version of an inspirational speech is, "Hey, what's the worst going to happen, right?"
Yep.
Okay. Right. It is now the Athlon.
Okay, so he is going to So he's got what, 6 action points?
Yep.
So Tharval's going to go into rigging, and he's going to go full sail 3 times as well. So he's got a movement of.
Just check the Athlon because it's a heavy ship. It may be 3 points for its.
It's not. It's 3 points for chase guns.
Okay.
For full sail, it's 2. But he's only got a movement of 3. So 3, and then I need to roll 3 charismas. Oh, it's a very charismatic ship. Unlike Tharaval. 1, 2. So I can roll the d4 for that.
Yep.
3. Well, actually, I'll roll the d4 for the last one.
Yep.
D4. Well, he's going to pass that one anyway, isn't he?
Okay, so you had 2 extra.
So that is a movement of 5. Let me zoom in here so I can actually see this. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, and pivot.
Pivot. Okay, is that you done?
Yep.
Defiant next.
Okay, let's have a go at the good old full sails then. I'll have a couple of those.
Yep.
Okay, so how far can I move?
You can move 7.
There we go.
Okay, is that you done?
I don't think there's anything else I can do unless I want to shoot my own people.
Yeah, I
Which
don't
I
think you've got
probably don't.
Okay.
I was considering that at the moment.
Mind Flare is next, so he is going to. And the Mind Flare is. He gets a movement of 3rd rate, so he only gets a 4, so it'll be marked down to 2. 2. Not going to be in range. Okay, so he's just going to pivot. And he's going to go 1, 2. He's not going to be in range of him, I think. 17 axes, 15 axes. So he's just going to do that, and he is going to stay put. So he's done. Audacity, you're next.
Okay. Draken's going to order his fleet to keep charging.
Okay, so are you pivoting at all, or are you just moving forward?
No, Draken's just going to move forward.
Okay, so are you going full sail, or are you...
Full sail, that's it, full sail.
I need... I'd say the wind's going to change every 3 turns, so it's not turning every turn. So if I'll do it on the 3rd turn, it'll change the wind. I'll roll the dice for the wind again.
Okay.
Why don't you roll a d6 to see how many turns so it's not changing every 3 turns. It's just randomly change on.
Okay, yeah, birthing 1 minute then. Let me do that. So it's gonna roll. It's gonna. It is going to go on the third turn.
Okay, I think that's about right. About 6 spaces.
Yep, 6 spaces.
Okay, and can we also then fire the ship straight in front?
You can indeed. Are you in the side arc? Everything on minutes. You are in the side
Actually,
arc. Yep. If you want to have at the.
Well, could we fire the forward-facing guns at the?
Have you got the
frigate?
points for it? So you can do whatever you want. You've got the points, but you've used 2 to move forward, haven't you? An extra space. So you've got 2. So you can use the forward shots, I think, which is 2 points, or you can shoot your cannons twice. So
okay, in that case, then I'll redact that because there's only one extra space. So I'll screw it. Fire. So basically, fire the side cannons at the first, the big one.
Yep.
And then the forward cannons at the frigate.
Okay, so roll. Just press cannons on your frigate then.
Okay, so that's control. Nope. That's
Shift. Sort of double click, shift, and shift.
And that's it.
Yep.
Got it.
So just
okay,
do
so
cannons.
Cannons. Right. Okay.
That is a crit fail.
Yay.
That is a crit fail. So, and your guys are, bear with me 1 minute. You haven't put your guy in, you haven't done anything, have you? You put your guy in a position or anything? Action.
Nope, just...
Gunner. The gunners choose the weapons, targets, and roll attack dice using the ship's skill, adding their stealing dice to their first attack roll if they're more, right. Okay. So no, because that's a nat. It's a nat fail, so you would get it anyway, so it doesn't matter if you dice and stuff. Okay, so you miss, and you miss, and you roll a d6 on a 1. Yeah, you're fine. Okay.
Right, so I've got 4 action points.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yeah, so you're shooting your forward guns at the in his name.
Well, cannons only cost 1 point.
Yes, but you've already you said you were you said you're going to shoot with that, and then you've declared your actions. So
okay,
forward guns,
and a miss again.
And you miss.
At least it wasn't a crit this time.
You can roll a what's his AC? 16. No, you're not going to get it, even with your building.
D4.
Yeah, so you're not going to get it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's that. The audacity is gone. It is now Slackerfell, so he has to move forward. So he is going to do his half movement of 2. 1, 2. He is then going to do 4 shots at the audacity with his broadsides.
What's the audacity done to him? Nothing. Didn't even touch him.
4 shots with the audacity broadside. So
apparently it's the thought that counts, mate.
So
actions speak louder than words.
He is also going to put his guy in the cannon's position. So 1 fail, I'm going to add a d4 to it. So 1. That's a fail. Yes. 2. That's a pass. That's a fail, yes. Even with the d4. What's your AC? 16, isn't it?
14, I think.
Is it 14 for a...
14.
Yeah, it's 14.
Even d4 would help. Okay, so that is 1. And he has done 11 damage onto your ship. So, okay. First hits from Slackerfell. So you are down to 49.
I can't actually.
That's right, I've done it for you. I need to come out of this actually. I did reset the. Anyway, it is the Redoubtable next. I'm going to come out of this and reset the do the Redoubtable stuff.
So he is going to. Oh, no, wrong one.
What's this button do, bugger?
Over there. And he is going to move.
Bear in mind, intervening models and stuff, so you can't shoot through your own guys.
Bracken might be a bit upset with you.
3. What movement has he got? 5. 4.
I'll take unfortunate places to find a splinter for 12.
5. That should put him on the broadside. Is that right? Yeah? I'm pretty sure he's on the broadside.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yep.
I'm going to go.
Are you within 12?
I'm pretty sure he is, yeah. Yep. So I'm going to. So I get 4 action points. I'm going to go on to Gunner. Serval's going to go on to Gunner.
Yep.
And he's going to do 4 cannon attacks.
Okay. Ploy away.
So 1.
That's a hit. That is another hit. That's 15 damage. And that's a miss. With a D4, it's not going to be any difference.
4.
That's a miss. You could, you could. Well, even with the D4, you're going to hit with that one. So even if with the +1, you're going to hit with that. So you've done 4, 15, 26.
Pretty respectable.
Yep. Okay. That is Redoubtable. TS, Aggressive Negotiations, you're up next.
I can move 5, correct?
Can move. Is this? Sorry, which one?
Aggressive Negotiations is 6 rate. Speed 5.
Yeah, speed 5. Yeah.
Let's start off with. Put myself in the right mode. I'm going to give it some sail.
Yep.
That puts me up. No. So I will do my free rotate.
Can rotate twice with those ships.
Yeah.
Probably the Athlon and the Thackerthel's Justice.
Trying to figure out why I couldn't see the little handle. It's because I was possibly in the wrong mode. That was there, so 1 rotation. give it my last go with the full sail, just to nudge it forward, and fail miserably. And I ain't gonna get a D4 on that. If I put both D4s onto it, I might just get away with that.
Yeah, you can try that if you want.
So that gets me to 11, and I needed a 12. Yeah. Yeah, it's worth a go.
Okay, so that's that. It is now the change, the frigate. It is going to move its 1, 2. And then it's going to do a full sail.
I just realised, does anybody... I don't think we did anything with the Challenger.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you haven't moved him yet. Yeah, has anybody? Wait a minute, let me put his in the initiative roll because I don't think he's in there.
Oh.
No, he's not.
That was Glandra, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is Glandra. You can move it if you want.
Do you want me to control, or do you want to do that one, Mike?
Well, I've already got 2, so if you you go for it.
So she's got 5, so she's in. She's just after.
Can I catch up her first move?
Yeah,
well?
yeah. You can move her up. I didn't. Oh, that's a trade galleon I've done. The trade galleons. All right, where's the Challenger? Oh, she got a 13. That's right. Challenger is 11. So she
full sail, which she passes, and a second full sail, and she's gonna rig it, which gets her just enough for that extra 2.
Yep.
Takes her down to there. So that's the first turn.
I'm assuming your transports are just weighing anchor at the minute. Are they just going to stay put, or are they moving behind you?
They'll try and stay in the shadow of the big guy for the time being. I would have thought.
Okay, so
If
just
they get left stranded, they're gonna get ripped up, aren't they?
Okay. Right. So it is that. So he's going to do that. He's going to try and
do the second move for the Challenger while you're doing that, okay? Because it's not going to affect the action.
Yeah, okay. So we are going to do that. That's a crit feat, so that's not going to be happening. So it just stays put. Okay. So he's done. It is the Defiant next.
Okay.
Right, so Challenger all caught up on second turn. So we don't need to worry about that until next go, okay?
Yep.
Cool. How many could I move?
What type of ship have you got?
I forget.
You can move 6.
5.
5. Sorry, you can move 5, and then obviously you want to sort of
try the charisma test, then you can get away with it.
Yep. And yes.
So 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And
oh, the Columbia. Have we got the Columbia? Have we done the Columbia? Have you done the Columbia?
Who's on the Columbia?
Columbia is.
I thought Galandra was on the Columbia with Kirk.
So who's on the Challenger?
So who's on the Challenger?
There is no Challenger.
There is.
Ah, so that's
I
another one. Yeah, the Challenger has nobody on it. So yeah.
Okay, so I'll just control that then.
Yeah. Columbia. Somebody's going to have to move the Columbia as well, so you can move it.
I vote Wes because he's not neurotic enough already.
Okay, so you've got the Columbia.
Where's the Challenger? Oh, at the Columbia.
You've got the Columbia and stuff. So I don't know. Move it in line with the. Instead of doing all the rules, just move it in line with. You can move. You can either move it down with towards where those 2 frigates are, or you can sort of move it in line with the with yourself.
Dreamwalker.
Yeah, the Dreamwalker.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move it this direction, and I'm gonna roll. Can I roll charisma for it? For the full sail?
Yeah,
full
you can.
speed?
Yeah, you can do
okay.
that. Yeah, yeah. Just
I
roll.
just wasn't sure.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do it on the ship. Yeah. So it's not you. You can do it on the ships thing.
Oh, on the ships, okay.
Yeah, on the ships.
So it's 6 for 8. Man of War, cool. So that's 1 extra move.
Yeah, and you can do it again if you want. 2.
Another 1. Another 1. Oh, I forgot to pivot. Whoops.
Yeah, you can pivot.
Oh well, I would have pivoted. And then an extra 3 takes me to there.
Okay. Gonna get very messy very soon. Okay, so that's the Defiant. Oh, is the Defiant gone?
Yeah, I've gone.
Yeah, trade galleons, so obviously your transports, what are you doing with them? Are they just gonna
Does
stay?
somebody want to take control of them or what?
I thought they'd just be moving behind us. They don't have any weaponry, do they?
Yeah,
So how much move do they have? Just trade galleons, aren't they? So they're 5.
Yeah. I'm happy for you to keep them up with the thing if you want to and stuff. You don't have to piss around with moving stuff. You can either move them to 5 or you can give them an extra 1.
I think we can leave them there for the time being. It's just we'll need to move them whenever if there's like a breakthrough.
I'll just keep them moving up a little bit, just so they're not too far out of position.
Okay.
I'll try not to get them in the middle of anything.
All right, it's the Athlon next.
Athlon.
Athlon.
Okay. Right, so he is. He is going to make a little pivot and come across the bow. If I can find the thing. It's really hard to see this bloody thing.
Bear in mind, you have to. They have to move things and stuff, or you have to sort of do some actions because you could run into each other. So just be careful where you're positioning each other.
So he's gonna go there. And then what movement has he got? 3. Is it 3? So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3 to there. And let's check the range. He's gonna be out of range. So I'll go on to rigging, and he'll do full sail. So do that.
That's pass.
And so he's got 6 points. So full sail is 2. So do that 3 times. 2. And I'll do a D4. Well, he's going to get that anyway with a D4. So, so that's a 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's me.
Okay. We are now on to Dreamwalker. Val.
Yep, sorry. was just getting a drink. Blah blah blah. Dreamwalker. What am I gonna do? Where has that? There it is. Okay. I'm gonna try again for. Actually, hold on. Let me measure. Okay. I'm gonna move forward 5 in the same direction, and then I'm gonna pivot twice. Is it?
Can pivot twice, yeah, if you
want. 1, 2. Okay, and then I'm gonna unload all my round shot on Sacrifice Justice.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I just roll that off of the mana war sheet?
So
yeah?
you've got you've not used any other
6
actions.
shots essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can shoot
1,
6 times. That's a fail.
2,
That's a pass.
3,
Fail.
4,
That's a pass.
5, and 6.
Yep, that's 18 you need to beat for that. So you've got 12, 20, 27.
27 damage. Take that.
Which next I'm down to right. Okay. Nice. Nice. Dreamwalker's done. In his name is next. He is going because he's against the wind at the minute, so he can't move. He is just going to pivot. Right, going to pivot. Then it's going to blast the Audacity with its shots. So that's 6 shots going into the Audacity. He is a 3rd rate. So cannons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's a lot of that's a lot of catastrophic fails. Okay, so first one, does it blow up? Where's the D6? So first one, fine. Miss. Second one is a hit. Third one is another crit fail. So I'm looking at D6. That is thankfully okay. Another miss. That's another hit, and that's another hit. So that is
44.
44 damage onto you. You have got 5 hit points left on the Audacity.
I suggest closing and jumping off. By any chance, sir?
Okay, so that's the in his name. The change. The frigate is next. He is going to move 1, 2. How many has he got? 6. And he is going to try and shoot the Dreamwalker, I guess, with his front ones. And that's going to cost 2. Oh, it's actually no. He doesn't have the option for that. Front guns. He's only got small arms fire, and that's a range of 3 to 6. So he can't. Frigates can't shoot forward. It looks like it. It looks like just an FYI. So he is going to
Is he going to try and turn to and not ram his mate?
no, he's just gonna stay put. He's gonna try and move forward. So
The audacity just get demolished.
the audacity's
Almost, yeah.
almost dead. Yeah. You can repair. You can try and repair, by the way. Takes all your actions and
Takes
stuff.
all your actions,
Takes all
yeah.
your actions.
You might feel a little
Stay
bit
out the
vulnerable.
range.
This is when you put a
Well,
when you put a
actually-
barbarian at the head of a ship. All right, so
Oh, he's being crossfired as well.
breath of a minute.
No, he would actually still have one. He would have 4 action points, so it would be 3 action points to repair.
Oh no,
and then-
repair is
All your action
all your
points.
action points.
It says 3
It says
on the sheet.
oh, for a frigate, is it repair? Oh, it is 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's for each. Oh, yeah. So it's different for each thing. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It's different for each thing. So you got 3 for a repair. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. That's just a general thing, and then it's for each ship. There's a specific. So he's going to try and move forward. An extra 1. Yeah, that's a fail. Even with the 4, it's not going to work. And another one. That's a. I'm going to move forward. 1. There. Okay, so that's the change. TS aggressive negotiations.
Yep. Where are we? So, let's see how we're going to do this one. Single turn. That should get me within range. 12 hexes, there we go.
Yep.
So that puts it on my broadside. So I have
It's
6 action points.
Yep, you can shoot it 6 times if you want.
Works for me.
Yep.
3 men of war.
Things are going to go down a lot faster with when they're close up like this. It's just going to. Yep, so just going to start going down. Okay, that's definitely a hit. So that's a crit. So you get extra
See-
damage.
See for the crits, there's something about like it hitting like.
Wasn't there an
Explosive
exploding?
barrel.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's where you
like
get a
an
plus 10. So you get a plus 10. So that's 19 damage for your crit.
Nice.
So 19 damage. The second one fails.
So if Eldrith was gunning, could I get a D4 on that?
Yeah, you can get a D4. But even for the D4, oh yeah, so you'd need a 4.
It's worth a try, wasn't it?
Yep.
So that's the second shot.
Yep.
Third,
Fail,
fourth,
fail,
fifth,
fail.
and sixth.
Fail. Ironically,
and have I rolled down?
Say it again.
So I've run down to I've run down there as well. So I give it a gunner die as well.
Say it again. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I've run down to play gunner as well. Oh, you can't have multiple gunners, can you?
No, you can only have one gunner.
It's worth a try.
You
okay,
can have
so-
multiple riggings. Yes, you can have one gunner. Okay, so that
3
is
points.
19.
19 points.
19 damage. Okay, so that is. That takes it down to. Okay.
Did your other ship just rotate?
What other ship?
One on the, sorry, I thought it was pointing further north, but it's never mind.
Okay, TS aggressive. So the Redoubtable, you're next.
Redoubtable. Let's see.
Is the Audacity going to be the first casualty of the game, ladies and gentlemen?
So he is going to. Actually, no. I want to rotate one. He'll just do his movement, I think. So he's sort of stuck in the water. Let's see. How many does he get? He's a frigate, so he gets 5. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get on his front. And he's going to fire all shots.
Yep.
So that's going to be 4.
Oh, the shooting!
And he's going to one on gunner as well. So not going to do on that one.
Yep.
My God, what is it with these? They're all such low rolls.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Right.
What?
Fail.
No, I don't think a D4 is going to do much with that either.
No.
It's a frigate, so he gets 6. Does he not get 6, or have you used 1, 2, 3? Oh, he's
He
got
only gets
4.
4.
That's 4. Yeah, sorry, it's the other ones that get 6. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay. So that is 10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, it is now Sackthefell's Justice. I wonder who he's going to shoot at.
Cue the Titanic music.
So he has to move forward. So he's going to move forward. He has to move forward as 2. He is going to... And he's got 2, so he's going to shoot...
Sorry.
He is going to shoot... How is the Redoubtable? How far away is the Redoubtable? Out of range. I'm sorry, Pete. You're the only person in range.
What a tragedy for Draken to die without a bloody axe.
Okay, so this is 4 shots coming into the Redoubtable, into the Audacity. I'm afraid, Pete. I was going to split them.
You know what this reminds me of? You know in Ted, whenever there's like the wee fat kid is running towards them screaming in like the car park, and he's like, ah! And then he just punches the kid in the face and he just hits the ground.
Okay, sorry,
We
Pete.
haven't actually even had a shot yet, so.
Yeah. Well, you are one of the smallest ships in the fleet, and you did charge forward against the biggest ship in the fleet. So. Yeah.
Actually, I was aiming for his buddy.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, okay, let's do that. So it's 4 shots against you. 1, which is a fail. 2.
Critical fail.
Oh! Could he survive this, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, thankfully he didn't get a 1. And another one, so he's got 2 more shots. This one. 13.
No
Is it?
miss.
Yeah.
Miss.
Oh, final one. Final one. Ah!
Oh,
no! That is very much a
That's an
sunk ship.
explosive finish.
That is the final shot comes
Oh.
flying past and obliterates the powder magazine of the Audacity. The first casualty of the Battle of the Straits of Kibarath is the Audacity as it starts to sink. Right, Pete. You firstly have to give me a dex save.
Could you roll could I make you roll? I've got inspiration.
Yeah, it's for your rolls, not my rolls.
Ah, okay.
Can I make you reroll?
Yeah, why not? Okay.
That's your, okay, so you are sunk. You need to give me a dex roll to see if you take any damage from the explosion. So give me a dex.
Okay.
You can have advantage, obviously, because yeah. Okay, so you basically do an epic dive into the water as the ship explodes. Right. So,
Dragon doing a swan dive.
swan dive off the mast. So you can give me another dex to see if you can get. Actually, no, a lie. Give me a strength test first. Yep, okay, you're still floating. And then give me a dex to see if you can grab a hold of some driftwood. That is a fail. So you're currently in the water, but you're still afloat. So you're there in the water beside your sunken ship. And we're just waiting. If you get a hold of some driftwood, I will put a driftwood marker there. Otherwise, you're drowning. Okay, so that's the first casualty. First blood for the Sacrifice Justice. And down he goes. We are now the challenger.
Yep.
Oh, actually, sorry. Actually, at the end of this turn, we'll change the wind. I'm quite enjoying this.
No, we never.
I was just thinking, a pirates themed D&D campaign would be so fun.
Yeah.
Black sails to the max.
Yeah.
Okay, so note to self: if you hold down Shift when you double click, it works better, as opposed to Control. So trying for an extra. Yep. So that's extra square. That puts me at 12. But it's only a frigate, so it doesn't have a forward gun, does it?
It doesn't have a forward gun, though.
No. So
Have you rotated at all?
You can do small arms, but you got to be within 6 for small arms.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So I've rotated one. And I'm going to try for an extra inch for the last go.
Yep.
That'd help if I actually move it forward instead of side slipping. So there we go. Pig ducks in trail.
Okay, so it's the Audacity next, which is
No, it's
currently.
not.
Oh, sorry.
About that.
Yeah, it's about that. It's the glug. Okay, goodbye Audacity. You're off the. Oh, why is it not taken off the? It's not taken off. No, I'm just skip past it. Okay, it is now the Mind Flare, which is this third rate. It is going to move forward. 1, 2, 3. It's going to have its go at the aggressive negotiations with its
Thank you.
6 shots.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's lucky that's not a. So that is 12. So that's a pass. That's a fail. That is a pass. That's a crit fail. So let's roll these. Ooh, that's problematic. Okay, so it does. So one of its guns explodes, and it does itself. Bonk. Oh, 3 damage. So that's.
As opposed to the 6 damage you rolled for that attack.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll do the we'll do it for the damage it would have caused for that. So we'll just do that. So if you fail your crit, you do the damage you would have caused yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
so 1, so that knocks it down to. Okay, That's a fail, and that's a fail. So we've got 2 passes, so that is 12, 20, 24 damage.
Okay, where do I do that? Do you do that from your end? Or
Yeah, I
it
can do it for
from
you,
this
that's
one?
right. So
Yeah,
that is... So you're on 76, so that is 52.
Ow.
Okay, so that's Mind Flare done. It is the Columbia.
Who's doing the Columbia?
Wesley.
I am
Wesley.
Wesley.
the master and commander. Right, no. Right, moving 5. I think that's there. Hmm.
Put them. If you do 1 turn, then you can do a broadside.
I know. Yeah, no, I'll save what I'm thinking. That's fine. Right, so pivot to the right and unload all 6.
Yep. Go for it. Fail. 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 Pass. Fail. And a fail. Okay, so you got 1 pass. Have you got anything with a D4? How many people are on your ship? How many are on the Columbia? Alright, you can't do it, because you can't do... It's only going to be... You can only have 1 person go.
I don't even know who's on the Columbia.
Yeah, most action station card, 1 D4 ceiling die to one of the ship's checks. Yeah, okay, right. So you've got 1 hit, which does a whole 6 damage. Okay. Right, it is Defiant next.
It's me. Okay. I will move round 1. I will move forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I turn back that way, can I then broadside the Mind Flayer?
No. You're not in my... You'd need... You can pivot again to the left. Yeah, you can pivot... If you pivoted once, if you can pivot again, you can. Yeah, you can do that, you
That
can.
one.
Yeah, what's the range? Oh, yeah, so you should be within 12 for the Mind Flare.
Oh, the Mind Flayer's that one.
Yeah.
So it's only 9 away.
Yeah, so you can broadside it now.
Right. I'll hit him 4 times then, or at least attempt to.
Yep. That is
Oh,
crit. Roll a d6 and don't get a 1.
Well, I can't control what I get.
Okay, you're fine.
If I could, I'd be rolling crits all over the place.
Yeah, that's a hit. That's a charisma roll, isn't it?
That's a charisma. What am I doing a charisma? That's better.
That's a fail.
He intimidated them into feeling like they could shot.
15 is not enough, but you could do your gunner, which would be a 16, which would hit. Yep.
He gets a blaze +1 anyway. So.
Yeah,
I'll get some 10.
Yep.
And then...
That's another one.
Nice.
That is
21.
21. Nice.
I think you
21.
made an impression.
Yeah, mate. So that knocks them down to that. Okay. Nice. Your trade ships. Where are they
They're
up to?
going to lurk back there. They don't have to move much, do they?
No.
You have to
one.
move unless you're anchoring them, so they have to move their full. They have to do the full movement, or they.
Okay.
So they got a full movement of what 3 is or something. So they either have to move, or you anchor them, or you
So that should put them in the right place then. I just move them up to there. Okay.
Okay. The Athlon, you're up.
All right.
Okay. So, he needs to go to. No, he doesn't need to go far. Okay. So he is going to go 1, 2, 3, and pivot. And he's going to fire on Slackersail's.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So all 6 with me on Gunner. 1.
You're out of
2,
range.
3. No, the front of the ship. You're putting it to the side of the ship.
Oh yeah, it's 11. Yep. Okay. Oh, it's yeah. Okay. Yeah,
3,
you're right. Yeah.
4, 5.
Miss. Miss. You can get you can get the 17 or the 16.
I'll
Yeah.
do a D4 on the last one.
Yeah. So you want to do the
Well,
one with the most damage.
Yeah. So it's an 18, is it? He's got, or is it 19?
Yeah, he's got an AC of 18.
So he hits anyway if he's using it. It's because he's going to get a 1.
Yeah.
So 16 off.
Okay, so 16 off him. So that is. Alright, cool. So the Athlon. Who have we got left? The Mind Flayer. And then it's the new turn. We'll do one more turn and then we'll call it, I think. Tonight. So the Mind Flayer is going to go 1, 2. It has to move. Then it's going to shoot. Oh, just wait a minute. I've done the Mind Flayer because I shot at you, didn't I?
Yeah, you've done the Mind Flayer already.
I've done the Mind Flayer. Oh, it's his name. I haven't done. Oh, I did because I did it against Audacity. Right, so yeah, it's done. All right, so it's a new turn. So this is we'll do this the final turn for tonight. All right, so wind changes on a d6. 2, which is
Same, is it not?
No, that was just. Oh, it is. It is. Yeah. So it says that it is. Yeah.
Go and roll another die. See how many turns it's like that for.
Yeah. D6 for 4 turns. For that. Okay. Right. So it's the Audacity first, which is dead.
Club.
Challenge.
Do any rolls for?
Oh yes. Yeah. So you need to give me a strength to see if you're not drowning or not.
Okay.
Yep, you're very much fine. I will even give you that crit and give you the you don't need the dex. I'll let you have it on the crit.
Oh. Okay.
Did Draken just intimidate the water into letting him go?
This is like, I am. Okay, so object token. Right, this is a very flimsy thing. So you, by all means, you are currently in control of this little raft, which has a movement of. It has 1 action. It has no weapons. It has an AC of 16. It has hit points of 3, and it can move. It can move too. It's tiny, so it doesn't. So it does the wind things. You need the wind, but it's very flimsy. If you get shot at and hit when you're on that, and by anything major, you're just gonna die. There's going to be no sort of. I'll give you a dexterity. Actually, I know I lie. I'll give you a dexterity to try and get out of the way. And if so, just be mindful.
I know exactly what Pete's going to say. I was like, "What are you going to do?" He's like, swim straight at the Slackerthill's justice.
Yes.
Okay, so
he's gonna stand there with his axe and paddle.
okay, so let
Draken
me.
has advantage to our dex saves anyway, so
Yeah. Okay, so
It's a multi-tool.
bear in mind if it blows up that raft and there's no debris near you, you're just going to be swimming. So, the raft is there. I'll give you access to it. Bear for 1 minute.
Was
Okay.
anyone else on the Audacity with Draken?
Who was on the Audacity?
His crew.
Is
Can we roll to see how many survive?
we're gonna do
This thing
after
you
the battle.
can probably fit about like 10 other people on that raft.
Yeah,
but,
we'll do some.
Draken's
We'll
doing
do
the-
some. We'll do some.
Draken's doing the whole Titanic thing. So
We'll do
you
some
know,
casualty.
just take
We'll do
it
some
all.
casualty rolls afterwards, so we don't overcomplicate
Okay.
it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
already moved.
what are you doing, Peter?
I suppose move so you can move.
You've got movement. You can have movement of 2.
Yeah.
1, 2. So it's there. You're
Oh,
there.
okay.
Can he roll full sails?
Yes, you've got an action, but full sales is
Okay,
2. Bear for 1 minute. Bear for 1 minute.
so it'd be charisma.
Yeah, you can't with the raft. You get it's 2 action points. You've only got 1 action point, so you can't do anything. You can repair you can repair your ship. You can ram with it if you want to. You can ram with your raft.
Yeah,
I
okay,
can't say
that's
it's going to do
ram.
very much, but you can
Just
basically
gonna ram
you can ram, you can repair, you can come about. And that's it. Yeah, you're not going to do any damage with that raft.
Yeah, the Draken is.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God, Pete.
That's what you said when you were on an actual ship.
Yeah, I'm just very worried
get
that I
punished,
don't actually physically want to kill you, but
You might force his hand.
you might force my hand. So please just think about this, Peter. Before you,
Yeah.
I'm begging you, please don't make me kill your character. Okay. Right. So is the challenger next.
Okay, so the challenge is before the aggressive negotiations, yeah?
So it's the challenger, Slackerthels, the Redoubtable, Columbia,
And then the
TS aggression negotiations. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. So, zoom in. And 1, 3, 4. And open fire. I think you knew where this is going, right?
Yep.
So opening fire on the Mind Flayer.
Yep.
So that's 4 shots, yep.
Yeah.
Not sure, I think one of them hit.
Yep. That's 6. Have you got anything you can? Yeah.
So,
12. That 12. If you get a 4, that 12 could be a hit.
no, not quite.
So that is 10 off. So that is. Is it 10 off? 6 off.
6 off, yeah.
Okay. Right, challenger's done. Slackerthels. Pete. Okay. I'm not. Right, I have to move forward. So, 1, 2. I'm going to shoot 3 at the Columbia and 1 at Pete. So I'm going to give you a I'm gonna give you a chance here, Pete. The 3 at the Columbia and 1 at you.
I think we all know which one's going to roll a crit success.
Okay, so the
Which one deserves the crit success?
so the 3 at the Columbia first. So 1, 2, 3. Fail. That's a pass. So that's 11 onto the Columbia. So that's that. And then this single shot coming straight for you, Pete. I need 16 or more.
You do.
I need 16 or more. Here we go. Koopa! That's a 17. So that's sailed over. He sees this sort of little speck coming towards him with a very angry face. Give me a dex save. Okay, you jump off. You jump off your second ship. Okay, and you're drowning as well. Okay, so I'll give you advantage on that. So you can have advantage on it. So
You just see Draken start swimming towards it, like the Columbia or something like that, and Wes is like, "No, fuck off, get off!"
So yeah, okay. So that's you're currently treading water. It's gonna take you because it's 50. It's 50. If you want to swim, I'll let you.
I'm going to do a Galadriel from Rings of Power.
Right. Okay. So if you're gonna swim, it's 50 feet. So your movement is full movement is like say. So I'll say you can move 1 hex each turn by swimming, but you still have to give me a strength check to see if you drown. Okay, each time. So if you pass your strength, you can carry on moving and stuff. Okay, but I can still shoot at you. All right. And so
What's the armor class?
I will give you your armor class. I will give you your armor class.
Just make sure it's not great.
Which is
It's very difficult to hit somebody.
Yeah, so it's like
directly.
18. You're 18, aren't you? Your AC's 18.
20.
Say that again?
20.
Your AC's 20? Is it? You sure?
Positive. Because it got.
Wait a minute. Your AC's the same as the Paladins, and you're unarmored.
Yep.
I should have been a barbarian.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
Is it definitely? Is it definitely? I know you're very good at sort of kind of saying yes. This is definitely what these things are.
No.
Are you 100% sure you are 20?
Have a look at my character sheet.
You could just open his character sheet.
I
and
could
check.
do.
Remember, Rings of Protection +2, and also that ring.
Right. So have you just checked it, or am I going to look at it now?
Goes right ahead.
Well, you should know because your character.
I know, it's right there in front of me, and it's saying 20.
Oh, if it's saying 20, I'll believe you, Pete. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So if it's 20, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So it needs a 20 to hit. That's fine. That's all right. Okay. So that is that. It is the Redoubtable next.
Okay, so he is going to.
Naval combat's hilarious.
We can get in front of this bad boy. So he's rotated 1, and how much has he got? 5.
He's going to have to move. Oh no, you still have enough space. Sorry, Ally. If you can't go off the side of the board, so you need to make sure you're not bumping into the.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. There. Nope. There. And then again, he's going to fire with gunners all 4 shots.
Yep.
Change ammo, punch, run shot, chain shot, grip shot.
So you want to grape shot takes actions away. Chain shot takes movement away. He's not out of movement anyway because he's against the wind.
Yeah. So many actions has that thing got at the minute?
6.
6. But then if he's firing from front,
I can pivot.
Get 2 turns.
but you
free.
can only pivot. You can only pivot one.
Twice with him. With third rates, they can pivot. It's only the third rates don't. Third rates don't have.
It's sluggish.
Oh, it is sluggish, right? You're right. You can. Yeah, so it can only move once. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I'm gonna fire all 4 on this one. 1, 2. Oh, action points. Wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Miss. First one you could get with your dice. You know. Have you got anybody else on your ship on that ship?
No, it's just Servo.
Right. Okay. So
I don't know what it is, but like, it's everybody's rolls for attacking seem to be really, really low.
Never even hit anything.
Well, you don't really.
I'm not saying that like there's anything wrong. It's just it seems like on average, like everybody's they're all low. They're sort of the average is probably about 9.
I suppose it's more realistic when you're gonna miss more than you're gonna hit when it comes to this.
I suppose. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Redoubtable. It's the Columbia next.
Okay, it's gonna move 5 hexes after it pivots.
Are you gonna try and pick up? You're gonna try and pick up our.
That is what I was going to do. Yes.
Yeah.
Drive by.
Pick up Draken.
So there we go. That's 2 pivots then, and then 5 is there. Okay, and then it's gonna unload its cannons on Sacrifice Justice.
Okay. Right. Yep. That's a miss. That's definitely a hit. So that's 15 damage. Miss, and that's another hit. So that's 20 damage.
Okay.
20
damage.
Yep. Not bad.
Can he put a D4 into one of those to try and make it a hit?
You need 18. You need 18. So.
No, the 15. If you got a 3.
Yeah, the 15. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know who's on the Columbia though. I don't know if they've actually got.
Yeah, you
It's
just
a
roll.
Galandra.
Just,
Occupy. Can I?
yeah,
Okay. That's
you got
fine.
Galandra, you got Kirk and Gregor. So.
And a D4 for the 18. The 15, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Just when your rolls were starting to average out, Wes.
Yep. Okay. TS aggressive negotiations.
Yep. So I have to move a minimum, don't I?
You have to move your full movement.
So that's cool. So
Might I suggest us moving our trade ships sort of out of the way?
you can do that if you want. So that puts me well and truly within range.
Yep.
For 4 shots. Yep.
Yep. Oh, that's a lot of hits.
You get 6.
So
What's
that's
the target?
16.
Tough?
16.
So chuck my D4 in for that one down there.
Yep.
That makes it all hit.
Nice.
Nice. So that is what we got in total.
3,
14.
16,
23, 30.
30, yeah.
Ooh, that's done a fair bit of damage there. Is on that. Okay. Not looking too good. Nice one. Okay. We're on to the change, which is the frigate. He is going to pivot once. No!
Did you just like loot the loop or something?
That because it's on this guy's thing, it's not letting me move him. 1, 2. He's just going to do that. He's just going to do his forward guns. He's got 6, so he's going to shoot them twice at the Daywalker. Oh, the frigates don't have forward cannons. They can't, so ignore me.
And that was Dreamwalker, not the Daywalker.
Yeah, the Daywalker. Yeah.
That's Blade.
Yeah, and he's 1 hex out for small arms, so he can't anyway. So okay, so he's just gonna try and roll plus. It doesn't even matter for this plus, so that's fine. He just stays put. Okay, so he's done. In his name is next. So he is going to he's going to shoot at the Columbia, I guess.
I had a veteran crew, didn't I? So won't I have 2 extra shots?
With who? Sorry.
With aggressive negotiations.
Is that a third?
Rate?
Yeah. So you've already got it because you got 4, and then you get +2.
Yeah, and he only did 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you get 2 more. Roll me a d6. Don't get a 1.
The joys of rolling lots of dice.
Yeah. No, you're all right. Okay. All right. So I'm still in the wind with this one, so I'm going to stay put and sort of wither the fire from the Redoubtable and try and have at the Columbia. So the Columbia is it's going to shoot 6 shots at the Columbia.
I got a bad feeling about this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no! That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a pass. That's a fail. That is a fail. So I can do one of these. I'm going to try and roll that 14 damage down there with the D4. D4. That's 16 for a frigate.
Ooh.
What's the frigate? It's 14.
I'll check.
It's 14.
No,
It's 14 for a frigate.
no, but hold on. What are you shooting at? The Columbia?
Yeah, the Columbia.
The Columbia is a 6th rate.
So yeah, 16.
6th rate. Why does it say 14?
No, it does say 14 for 6th rate.
6th rate. Oh, yeah, 6th rate
Looking
is
at the
14.
sheet.
Yeah, 6th rate is 14. Oh, I've been giving you higher ratings, so that's yeah. So it's 14. Okay, so yeah, that's a hit. So that's 14 plus plus 2. That's 5. Oh, that's
22.
5. That's a 22. Yeah. So that is down to 43 on the Columbia. Okay, it's the Dreamwalker next.
Okay, right. The Dreamwalker is gonna pivot once, pivot twice. Oh, can I?
Do it.
I am.
Do it.
Ramming speed ahead, going straight for it. Down to here.
Oh god. Alright, okay. So how many spaces have you moved?
4.
4. Okay, so ramming. Okay, so let me check this.
So
It
says here both hits.
plus your speed. So you roll a dice. You roll your damage dice. So yours is
1d10.
So 1d10.
+2.
What's your what's yours? What's your frigate?
Oh,
Dreamwalker.
it's yeah, Dreamwalker,
sixth
6th rate. Yeah.
So that's 1d10. So you got a 3 plus 2, so that's 5 plus how many spaces did you move?
4.
4.
Yeah.
So that's 9.
Oh, what a waste.
Yeah, so that's 9 damage you've done. You've
Now he gets to try and damage you back.
so I damage you back. So I get
You're also not
he's the biggest
resistant
ship.
to damage less than 10.
that again.
You're resistant to damage less than 10.
Oh yeah, so I get half that damage. That I'm 5 damage. You're
So you roll
suicidal.
2d6 plus 5.
Abandoned ship!
So that is 5. So that is 90.
How does boarding action work?
It's going to be
find out
crew.
next
How many crew members you have? But I've got like 400, and you've got.
Yeah, but you've taken damage, so surely you've lost crew members.
Yeah, I will say okay.
I've not taken any.
Plus, it's not a fully functioning ship. You
Yeah.
said it was like 300 or
Yeah,
something
so
like
300. I'll take a percentage of it, and then we'll do crew against crew, I guess. So that's that. You take 2d6 plus 5 damage.
Roll low, roll low.
You had to say that out loud.
So you
Oh, that's not
take
bad.
13 damage.
Okay, that sounds a bit worse.
We are both stopped.
Both classified as anchored, right?
Yeah, both classified as anchored. So you are down to 63. Okay. Right, that's that. Dreamwalker's done. Athlon, you're up.
Okay.
Wait a second, as a bonus action, can't I try and roll persuade to get an extra action?
You
As the
can.
captain.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you can. You can.
Am I able to fire from my forward guns if I've just ran them?
Yeah, you don't have forward guns, you're a frigate.
Oh,
No,
great.
he's a
Sixth
man of
rate.
war.
Oh, he's a man of
Yeah,
war.
6th rate.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, sure.
yeah, you can. If you've got it on your thing, then
Okay.
you can, yeah.
Right, I will roll my intimidation and try and get the crew riled up.
You remember, if you do this, you get one less action in your next go.
That's fine. I'm anchored.
Okay.
I ain't going nowhere. Right.
Yep. You're shouting at them. They're very intimidated. What are you going to do with your action?
I'm
I'm
gonna
everything.
I'm gonna. Is it the 1 second?
It costs 2 points
Is
for
it the
a
small guns?
for a forward gun.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Are they in his broadside? But they sat there like that.
Can I fire the broadside at the mine flare then?
You can indeed. Yep. So you can ram
is
it and then shoot the. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Ah, yes. This is some Jack Sparrow tactics right now.
It's really good. I'm been quite enjoying this.
In all my excitement, I've forgotten how to roll. Oh, there we go.
That's
Oh, shit.
that's a fail.
I'm just gonna continue shouting at the crew.
Okay. So let me check something. So we are entangled, then I guess. So,
I cast Compel Duel
Your speed
On the ship.
on the captain of the opposite ship.
okay, let's see. Check here. Ramming. So at the beginning, so we've done this. Start of the last turn consists to be anchored. Be can't turn for 1 turn. So basically, my next turn, I can't do anything. And then it's basically you can try. I guess you can try and board me. And then if you don't succeed, then I can turn and do. Okay,
So I bought some time for the Athlon.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do.
Athlon, you've moved.
I've moved. So it's gonna take all 6 shots at the Slackworth Justice.
You are going to be shooting through your own guy.
Full sails.
It might be better off trying for the mind flare.
Don't shoot me. Oh, you are in range of the mind flare, yeah.
So hold on, I just want to check something. He goes 1, 2, 3.
You can move forward one more. You could probably, I'd say you could do it, but you're going to be shooting through him. If you're shooting in the front arc.
Probably just
So-
a narrow. You're shooting at a narrow target with a narrow target in front of it. That happens to be a friendly.
1, 2, 3. That would be more direct, though, wouldn't it? You wouldn't be shooting through him there.
Yeah, you could do that. Yep, I'll give you that.
Okay, so 6 with gunner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh dear. 1.
1, 2 you could potentially get. That 4, to be honest, that 4 is going to give you more damage, but that 17 is going to be safer. That being said, the Athlon, Lady taunts on the Athlon. Oh, you can only do it once, can't you? Only do it once. Yeah, so the 6 is safer, but you get more damage from the 14, but you would need a 4.
Yeah, we may as well
Gamble.
go for the 4, yeah.
Oh, come on, don't fail us now.
We're in Vegas. D4. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah!
Yeah, very good. Okay, so that is how much damage was that one?
21?
21,
15.
15. Sorry, yeah, because it's
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, sorry about that.
14 damage.
14.
14. Okay, so that makes him down to 80. Okay.
Did you say he's still got 80 HP?
Yeah, it's a first rate.
Oh.
It's a first rate ship of the line. It's a big ship.
I was thinking it'd be, you know, I might be able to take it out with this ram.
No, it's like
I thought it's taking a beating, so I was like, I'm
it's
going
like
for it.
3 times the size. Like your frigate, it's got probably like upwards of like anywhere between 70 and 110 guns, whereas you've probably got about
Well,
20.
it'll say on my tombstone, at least I had balls.
Okay, Athlon, right? Your trade ships. What are you doing with them?
Yeah, I think we need to maybe start. I think it was probably better moving them over to the right if the wind is going left.
They're right or our right?
Well, right. Just to the right.
Well, I'm just saying they're facing down, so their right is our left.
The right of the screen.
Okay, that's fine.
East.
Yes.
Well, again, I'm just sort of thinking from that's the way the wind is going at the minute.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then you'll stop anyone pursuing them.
Yeah.
Potentially.
So, if we... So they can pivot twice.
Mhm.
This is actually kind of annoying because... Oh, there we go. 1, 2... 1, 2... And what movement do they have?
I think.
Trade ships have a movement of. Oh no, they're moving at 5. Movement 5. They've got 3 actions.
There you go.
Okay. The Defiant is next.
The Defiant. Okay.
Then it's the Mind Flare, and then we'll stop for tonight.
No, we keep going.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to keep going, but you know, it's just.
No,
Yeah, no, it's
Right.
fine.
4 cannons into the Mind Flare.
Okay. That's a crit. Roll me a d6.
Uh-huh.
Nope. Okay, carry on. That's a miss. That is a miss.
but D4 it.
I'm
Or-
going to D4 it.
D4. Okay, I'll give you the 5 if you want it. That's going to give you more damage.
No, I want the less damage,
Yeah,
Matthew.
okay.
Of course, I want the 5.
Okay.
Have your pity damage.
Give me one more roll then. So you've got one more hit to roll. You could have had that as well. Too late for sarcasm. You can't have that one. I'm not giving you pity damage now. So you get 5. Which that's down to that. Right. Okay.
I'm not seeing enough ramming maneuvers here, boys.
I'm working on it.
Right. Final.
Yeah, I think the Athlons are going to have to get in close and personal.
Well, you've got a range 1 with your flame weapon, haven't you? And that might be our best chance of taking out that first rate.
Yeah. So he is going to pivot. He is then going to move 1, 2. He is then going to shoot at. He's going to shoot at the Dreamwalker.
Oh.
And he's going to shoot 6 shots into the Dreamwalker. And try and help his buddy out. So let's do this.
You're on mute, Draken.
He's not. He's just got a mouthful of water.
The two ships are like, you say that they're kind of rammed into each other. Isn't there risk he's going to shoot his own ship?
Well, we've been doing it. You've been shooting at me, so I think it's just a case of what's good for the goose is good for the gander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Okay, so I need a 14. So first one is a fail. Second one is a fail. That's a pass. That's a pass. That is a fail, and I'm gonna roll a d4 for that last one. That's 1. That's a fail. So we've got
15.
15 damage. The last salvo for tonight. On to you. So you take 15. That knocks you down to 48. Right, gents. There we go. All very entangled. Very enjoyable. Enjoying the naval combat. Per Pete, first casualty currently. Just
Did he even get to fire his cannons?
No. He's basically just gonna get on the ship with get the ship with Val, and then oh, he can't get.
You can join in the boarding action. It's fine.
Yeah. So okay. So right. Yeah. That's it. It's not bad. I was kind of worried. One, I was worried you were gonna mince through these guys because there's only 4 ships, but because they've got slightly higher ACs, it's evening it out slightly. So yeah, it's very enjoyable. Cool. Right. We will carry this on next week. For me. That again?
Are you not over next week?
No, it's the week after.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Well, that's right. She's over next week, but on the Friday, so we got one.
Right.
And we've got Friday this week. So we've got last week for 3 weeks. So hopefully, put an end to the naval combat, and then we'll do the land combat and then the invasion in the new year. But yes, for me tonight, I've been Matt Geary. With me has been Michael Starville.
Hi.
Wes is Fellowship Nostius.
Not everyone.
Dave is Thomas Moonstar.
We are sailing.
Mark is Lance.
I vote we rechristen Draken as Bob.
And Pete is the drowned rat. I mean, Draken. Night all. Bye.
Bye.